Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins here, and welcome to the BroCast! It's Sunday, it's 3 p.m., it's that time again. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That was pretty good. That was quite
I'm not
creepy.
Josh.
That was proficient.
I think we've gone through enough BroCast intros that every one of us, everyone who listens knows exactly what Josh says every time. But as you might have guessed, I'm not Josh. Josh is sick. He's hanging out in chat. I think I saw him in there earlier. But welcome to the show. It's the BroCast. As always, I'm Commander Shibuka. I am joined by Turgeon Starstone
Good evening, peoples.
and Greytest.
Helonium.
Greytest is currently being plagued by the infamous German intranet, and he may come across as an android, but fear not, he is a real person, as far as we know.
We think, yes.
So yeah, let's jump right back into the game. And here we are. Alright, so first of all, I'm not sure, well I know you two have heard, but I'm not sure if anyone in chat, or if everyone in chat has heard, Salome is alive.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh dear lord. I cannot tell you how exciting it was to get that news on Thursday. Holy crap. I know Gray is in the same boat as I am, because we follow the Formidine Rift and Salome mysteries really closely. And when that Galnet article came out, oh, it was fantastic. Hello everyone in chat. I am not Josh, so I will not be saying hello to all of you individually, because I just can't
He's
do
doing
that.
it the Shibuka way.
I'm doing it the Shibuka way, that's right. As you can see in the top left corner, well, top right corner, Shibuka has taken over.
I did agree
Shibuka
with
has
that,
taken
yeah.
over. It's all downhill
Yeah,
from here, gentlemen.
You have to explain it to everybody about who Salome is now, because
Yes, okay, so
Yep.
Salome.
I think we should start over because people in chat will be familiar with the whole story going on in Rift.
Right, so, okay, dear lord, where to start? Drew Wagar released a book that released alongside the release of Elite Dangerous. And the main character in the book was Salome, or Senator Kahina Lauren, but we just call her Salome now because that's what she's calling herself. But she,
The book is called Reclamation, by the way.
Yes, Reclamation. Quick spoiler-ish comment on it. She met a woman in a hospital, an old woman in a hospital during the book, that talked about a mystery in the Formidine Rift. And that's kind of the only mention in the entire book that we had about the Formidine Rift. Except at the end, but I will not spoil that for you. But so that happened, and it was released that, you know, as part of the Kickstarter program that Drew Wagar signed up for, he got to put something in the game. And while a lot of the authors that signed up for that Kickstarter decided to put in, you know, a station named after themselves, or named after someone else, or a planet or something, Drew put in a mystery. Drew put in the mystery of the Formidine Rift, and it's apparently been in the game since Gamma? Gamma, I think? Maybe?
Possibly, I'm not sure.
Something like
yeah,
Gamma, or...
as long as the game, yeah.
Yeah, so... it's been in the game. People have been looking for it since the game has been released. Really, the only thing we know is where it is. Like, in 2+ years of the game being out, that's all we know. It's in the EFOTS sector, EAFOTS, kind of in between the Heart and Soul Nebulae.
But you have to say that we only know that for like half a year now, since the whole story came up where the ship was found in the graveyard that sent out that signal.
Exactly.
Before that, we basically only knew that it was somewhere in the Formidine Rift, and that was supposed to be somewhere beyond the Heart and Soul Nebula. That was basically all we had, because there are references to the Heart and Soul Nebula in the book.
Yes, the old lady that Salome met in game. Oh, in the book. The name of her old cobra that she used to explore in is the Latin name of My Heart and Soul, I think it was.
Yep.
Yep. So I don't remember the Latin of it, just because I'm an American and I
Cor
can't read.
meum et anem, or animum. Cor meum et animum.
See, I'm American and I can't be bothered to know that kind of thing. It's Latin for my heart and soul. That's all I need to know. uh, okay. Kuhad wants me to say gamma again, but slightly higher pitched. I'm gonna go as high as I can. Gamma. I can get pretty high. I have the opposite of Josh's vocal fry.
Yeah.
I'm a real boy!
I'm pretty sure I got higher than that, so.
Not bad.
But yeah, so Salome, after the events of Reclamation, she's popped up in a couple different places. She popped up at the end of Distant Worlds when we were at Beagle Point, which was really cool. She's given us hints along the way. There's been several player groups who have formed alongside, Salome's character. The Children of Raxla being the main one that people know. Lauren's Legion, which is a player group. It's based in Prism, which is Salome's home system. It's another player group, but we've gotten hints along the way, and it hasn't been until recently that things have really started to kick into high gear. And it's been a lot of fun to watch unfold. I know Drew Wagar is like the busiest man in the world right now. It's ridiculous. Josh is tied up in a corner, Don. He's tied up in a corner. He's gagged, so he can't talk. He does have his cell phone, so he might be popping in a chat here in a little bit.
Yeah, he must have hit that somewhere we didn't want to look for it, so he managed to sneak that past us.
Yeah, you might want to watch that cell phone before anyone uses it. But yeah, so long story short with Salome, she was framed for trying to assassinate a Federation
Everybody's favourite
general.
Denton Petraeus. No, it's Denton Petraeus.
Denton Petraeus. What is he though? He's Empire. He's Imperial.
Yeah, he's the one that I keep putting into Turtles Travels as just like a generic known figure. If I have to have somebody known, it's always Petraeus, because it's like the epitome of the authority figure that you want to take fun, pop at.
Yeah. So she was. Everyone thinks she was framed for the attempted assassination, but if you know anything about Salome and her character in the story, she operates in a very broad gray area. So I imagine that kind of thing is gonna come to light in Drew's new book that he's writing called Premonition. If you haven't heard of Premonition, what rock have you been hiding under? I mean, really. But yeah, so that happened. She was arrested. There was a trial. She was found guilty. Her prison transport was taking her to Kuntz Asylum in the Davo system. That convoy was supposedly destroyed, but no bodies were found. She was pronounced dead. That happened like a month and a half, 2 months ago. And then there's been crazy stuff about people stealing high quantities of meta alloys from Darnielle's Progress in Maya. There was a report of an old Cobra getting destroyed in the Col 70 sector, and everyone thinks that the owner of that Cobra is one of, well, I'm going to say a fan favorite character in Reclamation. Luco. Oh, he's the best. I love Luco.
I'm very curious about Luco, I have to say, because after what Drew said in our interview, that we might not have seen the last of him, and that he might not always have said the truth, I'm very curious what role he will play in that whole story unfolding now in the events in Elite Dangerous and in the new book, of course.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm incredibly excited for this. It is going to be ridiculous. But it was released in the Galnet article on Thursday that 3 of the people who stole those meta alloys from Danielle's Progress were identified. One of whom was Salome, so we know she's alive. Woohoo! Another one was a new character, something Sue, TSU.
Sue Annabelle Singh.
Yes, Sue Singh.
Sue Singh.
Sue Singh.
That's to Sue, isn't it?
Yeah, we're just going to call her Sue. We're just going to
She's
call her
supposed-
Sue.
Call her Sue, because
She's supposed to be some sort of alliance character
Yes.
tied to the alliance, and she swore to protect Salome apparently.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yes.
What her role plays in the whole thing, because that's definitely a new name we haven't heard of before.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And then another one was Rand Corson. He's a known character from the lore. He actually stole what's called the Exodus documents from Sirius from MetaDrive, because he used to work for MetaDrive. It was a company.
That story unfolded like half a year ago. We had some Galnet news articles about that.
Oh, this goes. I always I have all this stuff in the back of my mind, and I don't realize how deep it goes until I'm telling it to somebody, and then I'm like, well, here's this, but wait, before I tell you this, I have to go back and tell you this, and then while I'm explaining this, I'm like, no, wait, you need more backstory. Let me tell you about this. God, it's so intricate. But a company called Sirius Corp bought MetaDrive. MetaDrive was making experimental FSD tech, supposedly.
Apparently, you are very quiet for the people on stream, Shibuka. Spike just sat in there.
I'm quiet? Yep. How am I quiet?
About half of me and Turgeon, he said.
About half?
Wait, maybe we're just loud.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Microphone. Hopefully that's better. I don't know why I'm so quiet.
They will let us know. Just keep going.
Yep. So, yes, MetaDrive. He was a MetaDrive. Rand Corson was a MetaDrive employee. Sirius bought MetaDrive, and then Rand stole what was called the Exodus documents from MetaDrive after they got bought out by Sirius, and fled. And he was aligned with the Federation, because Sirius and MetaDrive are Federation-aligned companies, I believe. Sirius has kind of got his hands in everything. But he crashed on Alioth, which is the Alliance home system, I think. But anyway, he crashed there. He was presumed dead. Apparently he's alive, and he stole the Exodus documents. So you've got those three. You've got someone who was formerly aligned with the Empire, someone who was formerly aligned with the Federation, and Su Sing is or was aligned with the Alliance. But the interesting thing about that is the Exodus documents, the three beacon sectors from that community goal way back when in Hawkins Gap, the Conflux, and the Formidine Rift, the Caesar cipher keyword you needed was Exodus. So it's going to tie into those three areas, and it's just so ridiculous.
I feel a big story coming up there. And I expect none less from Drew Wagar, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be absolutely ridiculous. I cannot wait. And my volume is still quiet. Why is my volume still quiet? Oh well. I will look at it in un momento.
Yeah, good point there, Rodney Peters.
Sitting in Josh's chair.
The old lady, in fact, was triple elite, not only single elite. So people were suspecting that might be some sort of requirement for people that are looking into the whole mystery. But we do not have a confirmation on that yet.
Yeah, the whole triple elite is kind of a theme in a lot of areas that people try and put these mysteries behind the triple elite status. I've heard if you know DJ Truthsayer, he claims to have found where Raxla is located, but it's blocked behind being triple elite.
Well, it's easy to claim that, isn't it?
It is, especially when you're not triple elite.
But, I mean, if I would have found Raxla,
like
I knew that the only thing to do to unlock it is to get triple elite. I would work on nothing else.
Oh, and now sound is desynced? What in the world? It's Josh's YouTube channel. It's cursed.
Yeah, he's sabotaging you right now, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's because you're sitting in his chair.
I think that's what it is.
His microphone is too high.
Is that what this is about? This damn
I mean, his
cockpit.
microphone is in Canada. Of course, you have some delay there.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to restart the stream super fast and see if that fixes the synchronization thing. Be right back,
Restart the
folks.
stream. Unprecedented.
Is it working now?
I love your face that you made when you quit the stream.
It's still, yeah, it's great.
I was hoping it would do that. Oh,
Josh says,
see.
"Don't restart. It's too late." It's
Too
like, oh,
late.
Two streams
Too
for the
late.
uploading now, and he'll go, "No."
Oh, whatever. It's Josh's
Poor
channel. I don't
Josh.
care.
Poor Josh on his.
I'm just kidding, Josh. I love you.
Who cares?
He's just making life tough for him.
You know.
Apparently, it's good now, so at least
It's
you did
good
nice
now?
there. Much better.
Hello.
Oh my God,
yeah.
Josh! Hello.
I could tell you how to fix the sound desync actually, because we had the same problem on mine before.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's,
Apparently, it's synced now, people say in chat.
Oh, is it?
apparently.
Back
Let-
to
let-
bed with you.
Yeah, let me take.
Everyone
I'm
say
sitting
hi.
down in the
Big-
basement watching you
Sick
guys.
Josh. Give him a big hug.
Hi
But don't get
guys.
too close.
Yeah, don't get too close. I'm pretty sick.
Okay, that was awkward to do on camera. I'm not gonna do it again.
Let's
But
see if
anyway.
It's very white.
The vocal fry is alive and well.
It's thick fry right now. It's extra fry.
Extra fry.
Extra
yeah.
fry.
It sure is.
Oh,
How do I
my
even
goodness.
find the damn live stream? Where's my own live stream?
Where's
Oh,
your, it's
Shibuka's.
gaming.youtube.com/Commander Josh Hawkins/live.
/ Commander Josh Hawkins Elite / live.
Okay, let me mute you guys for a second and see if Shibuka is actually fixed. Hang on, let's see.
Okie dokie. But in case you guys are wondering why I'm engineering the crap out of a DBX right now, we had reports of when that ship was destroyed in Col 70. Some people thought that maybe the pilot, maybe Luco, might have launched an escape pod, and people have been looking for escape pods. So while we're talking about everything that's going on,
Good idea.
I am going to be heading towards the Col 70 sector, and there's some back doorways to where you can actually get into the middle of the sector. While you're not technically in the Col 70 sector, you're in a sector that's within the Col 70 sector. Maybe we'll have upon
But
something.
you're in beta right now, right?
Indeed.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't be
Yeah.
finding anything. I didn't think of that because I'm not a smart man.
Exactly, because if there was something in there, the story would only be unlocked
Well-
on the main servers.
Well, balls.
Sorry to mess it up for you there, but
Mm.
that's how it
Oh
is.
well, we're gonna go there anyway and look at some pretty things. So
That's
we're
a good
gonna
point.
do.
Is it? Yeah, time I should do that then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, I am ashamed. And it desynced again?
Guys, remember
can't
to click
bring it.
on live if that's your issue, but if just the audio is desynced from the video, then I'm not sure.
Yep, I don't
We
either.
might need
It's
Josh's feedback again.
it's YouTube.
Hey,
And-
okay, so the desync is real. It's still there.
It's real.
I don't know if you could do this in XSplit, but in OBS, you
Uh-huh.
just go to your video capture source
Uh-huh.
and audio sync offset by 300 milliseconds ought to fix it.
Let's see.
Hopefully you have that option.
Hopefully I do. And XSplit is being super slow right now. I right-clicked. XSplit, please recognize that I have right-clicked. If you could.
It's funny though,
please.
because when you're messing around in XSplit, I can see your mouse cursor moving on the YouTube channel. It's like you're clicking on invisible things.
Magic Buka.
I don't. It's just video. It's not. Hold on. Let me go.
Yeah, and
into my sound
You should
audio.
turn down Greatess and Turgeon's volume in Discord a little bit too, because they are pretty loud.
Okie dokie.
Contacts.
Turn down for what?
That's one of the best music videos ever.
Oh my god! I don't even want to think about that.
I absolutely love that music video.
Yeah, you showed it to me, and I think it was like super late one night. You were like, "Hey, Shibuka, have you seen this?"
Yeah, I remember that. It's so good though. So
It's
good.
ridiculous. Okay. Delay. Here we go. You said 300.
Yeah, 300 milliseconds. I don't remember who I fixed that with. It was you or Turgeon. We were messing around with that one night because I realized there was some desync and figured out it was about
Huh.
300 milliseconds.
Okay. Well, let's see.
You got it? Okay, I'm gonna
Can
definitely.
you understand the words? No, you can understand them because you're hearing them.
I'm gonna
Um,
I'm gonna mute you guys here and go back to the live stream and check it out. Keep talking.
Are my words matching with my mouth? Are
We
they
need to-
matching?
Yeah, we need
With
to get
my
a Scorpius
mouth.
in, and then he can get you lip synced properly.
Oh, it's working now. Yes. All right. Whatever.
Well
Freaking
done, sir. Well done.
Josh's cursed YouTube channel with a 300 millisecond. It's because he's Canadian, okay? All right. Not quite. 200% better. Good enough. I'm going to go with good enough. That's what I'm going to go with.
Mhm.
I appreciate
It's not
it,
your
gentlemen.
channel after all, so who
It's
cares?
not. I mean, it's, I'm not. It's not me. It's not.
All right. Well, it's
I have
not
to say-
it's not perfect, but I think it's a bit better.
Very, very brave of you, Josh, to hand your channel over to Shibuka and us.
No
I gave
kidding.
him the keys to the castle and everything.
Yes, you did. And hopefully I don't lose the keys because I am infamous for losing
Oops.
keys.
I'm gonna come back and all my videos are deleted.
Oh.
I didn't say it.
All right. Well, you guys have fun. I'll be down in the basement watching you on the big screen.
Yeah, you take care and get well soon, mate.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Bye, guys.
Adios.
Cheers.
Modules.
Not modules. I said adios. There's a difference. But yes. Anyway, before we were so rudely interrupted by Josh on his own YouTube channel.
On his own stream, yeah.
So yeah, anyone in chat, what do you think is going on with this? I want to hear speculation. If anyone is,
Give us
I'm
your
getting a
best
knock.
theory on what's behind all of this. What
Are you
is
ready?
the
Okay.
big mystery?
Automated
Yes.
flight control protocol now offline. Thank you,
Afterburns.
Commander.
Because there's plenty possibilities. I mean, we know that everything is somehow related. The
Distancing.
Exodus documents
Stand by.
and those expeditions out to those,
Yeah.
those 3 locations are
Yeah.
somehow related to what's going on
FTL is
with
charged
me
and
and
ready.
her doings,
Stand by.
and her friends as well, the people that help her.
Engaging jump.
I think it's very interesting, and we do know that there will be like your thumbnail. You didn't even explain your thumbnail yet. And there we recently, I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Thursday.
Thursday, we had a
No, it was Friday, I'm
announcement
sorry.
or
On
kind
the
of yeah, it was Friday when the Galnet article came up. Shortly after, we had a new sort of poster where it was revealed that certain names will be related to this event that will go down on the 29th of April in game, in open, and on on PC and on Xbox in open. We will have some sort of very big event that will basically decide where the end of Premonition is going, if I understood that correctly.
Yes, the what happens in whatever this event is in open, whatever happens there is going to. What in the world? Why is my screen going all? Anybody else see this? Why are the stars? That was weird. I didn't like that. Felt like I was kind of having a bit of an aneurysm or something.
Yeah, I saw that. Everything went
It's kinda-
wobbly.
That was kind of strange. Thargoids. But yes, whatever happens during this event is going to directly impact the ending of Premonition. So you could say that the what is the word I'm looking for? The stakes are high. Stakes are very high for this. But I can tell you that Salome has not been quiet since this Galnet article came out. She actually, I received reports that she is in contact with the children of Raxla, and that there are some player groups that are preparing for some kind of offensive, defensive something. So we'll have to see what's going on. We'll have to see what's going on. And that Salome has indicated that she is close to revealing the secret of the Formidine Rift.
Josh, you look younger. Broadwaiter
Thank
just
you.
said.
Thank you. It's because I grew the beard real big. I took the glasses off and cut off that stupid curly hair. I think it's
Yeah, and
good.
that ridiculous piercing in the chin.
Oh,
Nobody
I know.
needs that.
Oh, I know. What was that anyway? No one even notices it. Everyone just thinks I have a bald spot in the middle of my soul patch. But oh, and here's a gripe for you. Beta 4 has no Discovery Scanner sound.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Beta
Discovery
4, the
Scanner.
Discovery Scanner sound is gone.
It's silent.
You can't
yeah.
honk.
But that's the best part.
I know.
Don't take the honk.
It's one of my favorite parts of the game. It's amazing.
I actually took the sound file of the unknown trailer, the alien honk, and put that in
yeah,
the
I
beginning
noticed
of my video.
That's so
It was
good.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's
love
so
it.
good.
It gives me goosebumps every time.
Oh man, nah, but Salome, like I'm legit scared, guys. I'm legit scared, because like for Drew to come out and say the results of this event are going to impact the ending of Premonition
Yeah.
and everything building up to this kind of climax.
I mean, we do like the Children of Rex in especially, but also like people like the Legion. There are several people behind Salome that offered to support her and will support her by any means. But
Yeah.
there's also a huge group of people that just want to mess with it for funds or actually really oppose Salome and her doings and do not support them, but actually fight her. So there's something big is gonna go down anyway, and I'm excited because we do not know how it will end.
Yeah, it's about to get really
Messy.
crazy and messy. You guys honked too often. Oh, you guys honked too often and awoke the Thargoids. Apparently, they hit the snooze button a little too hard this time and broke our Discovery Scanners. It's a shame.
It happens every day. In the past updates as well, we had little bugs like this where suddenly something didn't work anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be easy fix. Beta 5
Yeah.
will fix it.
Certainly.
Oh, Kuhad, he wants you to say goosebumps in German, Gray.
That's Gänsehaut in Germany.
Gänsehaut.
Gänsehaut, yeah.
I like that.
I can spell it for you in chat.
I pulled a 40%.
Did you cook?
I cooked. I was trying to get as close as I possibly could to the star, and I was charging up my FSD at the same time. And I got a little too close. I am now Commander 98%.
It's Josh's curse.
Well, that's a
It's-
good
it's on
number.
his
That's
channel.
a good number. I went all the way out to Beagle Point and back as Commander 98%, so it's a good number.
Oh wow. You started Distant Worlds with 98%?
No, I started with 100, then dropped to 98, then went home, then went out again. Then halfway out there crashed into an ordinary star when I was filming, as you do.
As you do. I'm telling you, when you're playing this game and you're getting footage or you're live streaming, it's gonna happen.
Goose and bumps. Good guess, but not quite.
Zapload, I am playing on a 21:9 monitor, which is probably why some of the station UIs might get cut off. But everything else should be fine. You can't
I
stream
didn't quite
in
see 'cause I was-
21:9.
I was busy collecting links and stuff. Did we have any good theories on what's going down in the chat? Did you see anything?
I didn't see anything, but I'm gonna be honest, and I'm going to give props to Josh real quick, because it is really hard to watch chat and play this game at the same time.
Yep, I agree. But I'm giving my best here. So you focus on what you do and do not get down to 96%, please.
I will do my very best. Thank you for that vote of confidence.
I smell a community goal coming, said Dante UK quite a while back. I don't really think so.
Nope.
Because this is not going to
goal.
be a case of like which group supports Salome or her opposers the most in terms of delivering commodities or anything. I think we're looking at more like an actual war here, because think about that, Salome they got recognized when they Daniel's progress. So now the whole empire is actually after them. They set out a bounty on her head and on the heads of the two known supporters as well. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be some sort of fight, or maybe even war. I don't know if, for example, any other big faction would suddenly start supporting Salome and her plans. I don't know. So it might develop into something even bigger, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because you have to remember that Salome is played in game by a player. Salome has her own account, and you can add her on to your friends list. Search Salome, Commander Salome, and she's played by
right
an
now
actual
she won't
player.
accept.
She
might
accept. I think I heard rumors that it's support, like she wants to accept as many friends as possible, so we can have more players involved in the whole thing. So if you send the event this weekend, you might have had a good chance to accept it.
Yes.
Unless you want to shoot her for a paltry 500,000 credits.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
not even
the bounty is pretty. Yeah, it's not
but
big.
Apparently, that's the max that FD can set on a player.
Apparently so, yeah. But I find that's quite ridiculous, because for big players, like old school players from the very beginning, which have like billions on their accounts, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Why would you even bother?
I mean, it's like a legacy total from a time when I think they were probably having it so that players could set bounties themselves on other players that would come out of someone's own
Probably,
pocket.
yeah.
I think that's so. It's a legacy thing. They've never bothered changing.
Spooky said, wasn't she at Beagle Point during Distant Worlds? Yes, she was. She popped up at Beagle Point.
I actually met her there. I was at the same instance.
Yeah.
We said hi and we cowered.
And we bowed.
We went squeeze.
Which is funny, because back then I wasn't even closely as involved with Elite in general, and especially not with the whole lore behind Drew Vega's book. I read that basically months after I came back. So I didn't even appreciate what I was looking at back then, but I was just involved in the whole thing with the Rock Rats and just the general organizers of the Distant Worlds expedition, which of course is Aramis and Dr. Kai in especially. So that's why I joined them back then, basically.
Yeah. Dante UK wants to know if 2.3 is going live before this event. You'll have to ask Frontier.
I hope so. I mean, the 29th of April is still a month out, so the chances
Damn it,
are
Jimmy,
quite
you're an
good.
ambassador, not a dev.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They wouldn't tell me when 2.3 was coming out either, because I don't think they know when 2.3 is coming out.
Exactly.
It's just gonna have to depend on how smoothly the rest of the beta goes. If you want 2.3 to come out really fast, just stop reporting bugs. That's all you gotta do. Stop reporting bugs. Tell FDuv that the game is absolutely perfect and polished, and you don't need anything changed. Everything is balanced.
Send them pizza for the final push on the live servers, and we're done.
Exactly. That's all you need to know, and then 2.3 will be here.
That's not going to work, because you were just saying a few minutes ago about the Discovery Scanner sound not being there. So you've blown that. You've blown it already.
I've blown it already. Dang
Yeah.
it. Whatever. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I could play this game without the Discovery Scanner honk. I don't think I could do it. Let's see. A lot of odd audio bugs. Yep, that's. If you're talking about
The
elite,
internet.
yes. The Grace
The
German
German
internet.
internet. I love it.
Oh, that's great. Internet even sounds like a German word.
It is. Unter
Is
is
it?
actually the German word for below, so it's perfect.
Oh yes, the underground internet,
Yep.
the dark internet. Oh my gosh, have to pay to honk new item in the store. God, I would not complain if they gave us alternate honks in the store. So you could just pull up into a station and just be like, dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's exactly the one I was thinking about as well.
Actually, I don't want them to do that because that would be so obnoxious. You're just sitting on the landing pad.
And it
You
would
know,
break
selling
your
your
immersion,
cargo.
man.
It would.
It's
man.
all about immersion. You need more immersion.
My immersion.
Immersion.
I say my immersion like mockingly, but immersion is a huge deal in this game for me. Someone was saying before that a 21:9 monitor is great and all, but nothing beats VR, and then they sold a 21:9 for VR. VR is amazing in this game. I have a Vive, and it is my preferred way of play, but I can't really do that and stream at the same time.
He's giving up immersion just for you guys.
Just
in
for
chat.
you guys, and it's out of love, and love, and more love.
That's what he
So
wants you to think.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm a real boy now. Every new system. Oh, so if I could make my horn say I'm a real boy, I might be tempted to do that. Might be tempted to do that. Just so I could go into a system and just let everybody know that I'm a real boy. Just in case they were wondering. Oh man. I'm telling you though.
People would apply the John Cena
Oh no!
out of nowhere. So good.
There's so many videos of people like streamers who set up the you can activate a video when you donate to their Twitch page or something, and people have been using like John Cena as a way to like scare the utter hell out of whoever's streaming. That stuff's pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Oh man, but this DBX is pretty damn amazing.
I could have told you a half a year ago, but nobody asked me.
I've always loved the DBX, but now that it's got a better jump range and an extra internal
And the
slot,
extra
It's pretty amazing, yeah.
this thing is going to be the go-to
Makes me
ship
so
for
happy.
explorers. I mean, look at this. I've got grade 5 dirty drives, which really messes up my heat management. I really wish I hadn't done that, but it's too late now. Grade 5 dirty drives on my 4D thrusters, but still, I'm sitting at, with a crappy FSD roll, I'm sitting at 51.8 light years, and that's with an SRV, Swiss shields. It's
pretty ridiculous because when I think back, I went on distant worlds with 34 light years, and that was with an SRV bay on there as well, and with shields.
Yep.
So
I was
pretty close to the
33.3.
setup that you had. Just I didn't have an AFMU because there wasn't a slot for it. But I had 34 light years, and you have 51 now.
2 SRVs, so that was the thing that slowed mine down. I had to have a token shield. It was really just to stop scraping the ground. It wasn't much. It's a 2 SRV bay, and that's what took the extra weight.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's
I
basically
wouldn't
just
bother
for
with 2
landing on
now.
planets.
Careful.
Rod Wader says the poor ASP Explorer is going to lose popularity. It'll lose a little bit, but the ASP has always been used as kind of a multi-purpose ship.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good miner, it's a good smuggler, it's a good mission runner, it's a decent trader, it's a good explorer. It's even marginally decent at combat. I mean, you can bounty hunt NPCs in it.
Yeah, if
I mean, yeah,
if
you
you're
have,
that
you
way
have 6
inclined.
guns on that ship.
6 forward-facing guns. Yeah, it's quite
It's
fun.
especially effective against smaller ships because it's only medium and small guns on there, so you will struggle against bigger ships.
Yeah.
But still, at least it's quite fast as well, so you can mostly escape if you get into trouble.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah.
Carissa says
The
he saw.
DBX is not as fast.
Oh no, it's not a fast ship. Carissa said he saw a guy engineer a DBX up to 60 light years. If you make this thing nothing but a hull and an FSD, you'll get 60 light years.
Yep.
I mean, the jump range on this thing is comparable to an Anaconda. It's more than aspects and like a hair lower than an Anaconda. It's
Pretty
really amazing. It's such a tiny
yeah,
ship.
I'm not rising to it.
I can give you my initial thoughts on Mass Effect Andromeda because I've played it for probably about 20 hours now.
Ooh, spoiler free, please, because I haven't started it yet.
I will make it spoiler free. I will only say that much. It's a very good game. Like, I've played 20 hours and I'm barely off the first planet. So there's a lot of content in there. Yes, it has its issues, especially the animations, but some other bugs and small issues as well. But I encountered nothing big game breaking so far. I mean, I don't know if it's worth $60 like right now. Yes?
Yes, sorry, you were going robot on me.
I'm sorry.
They were good now,
I
though.
really can't
it
do
wasn't for
anything
me.
about it.
Must be your ears. Sounded fine to me.
It must have been my ears. Oh my god, I just sounded like Mario.
Maybe it's Shabuka's internet, and I'm getting
It must
sabotaged
have
all the
been
time.
my ears. No, what it is whenever I jump into witch space, the game always lags a little bit,
Yeah.
and it lags
So-
audio too.
I can definitely recommend the game. If you want to have it like right now, yes, go ahead and buy it. It will be worth it for you. If you can wait a few months, then I would probably recommend buying it for a discounted price because then you will get like the best bang for your buck, really.
Yep. Oh, Victor has noticed my shirt, and I am wearing a Mass Effect t-shirt. Yes, I am a very large Mass Effect fanboy. I've played the first two, played both of the first two at least a dozen times each.
But were you an evil bugger?
No,
Did you
I was
play it as
always
a
Paragon.
bastard?
I could never bring myself to be Renegade. I tried a Renegade playthrough.
There's no point.
I
though,
did
if you're playing through several times.
I
You have
did
to
one
play
full
through-
Renegade playthrough and it was amazing. I enjoyed that even more than the good playthrough.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually think I got. I finished the first game full Renegade, and I got about halfway through the second one going Renegade, and then I just couldn't do it anymore. I felt like such an ass.
And by
Well,
the way,
that's the point of the
they
role
ditched
play, isn't it?
that Renegade and good system for Mass Effect Andromeda. You don't have to fight that anymore.
Yes, I was
Commander
reading
Machine.
that. They've now put it in terms of thoughts and feels, basically, haven't they?
Yep.
Yeah,
Commander
pretty
Machine
much.
says I look like Joker for Mass Effect.
It's actually not far off. Yeah.
I don't. It's not far off. All I need is
Far
an
off.
N7 cap and a sarcastic attitude, which I definitely don't have. Definitely don't have a sarcastic attitude.
No, of course you don't. Oh, I shall say, no, of course you don't.
No,
should
of
say.
course I don't have a. I have a very dry sense of sarcasm.
of course not.
Oh man. Yeah, Andromeda's gotten mostly negative reviews, Kuha said, but I feel like it's getting these negative reviews because
It's the fourth in the
it's
series.
social
what
media,
makes-
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A large part of it is social media. A large part of it is people
If you
hyping
really
themselves up.
if you really look at those negative points they bring up, they are all pretty minor. I mean, as I said, there are some little annoying things in there, stuff that could probably have been done differently, but overall, it's a solid game, and it's have a lot of fun, and the graphics are pretty amazing, even though my PC is actually struggling. I might have to look at an upgrade soon. But overall, it's a solid game and it's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to finish the story, which is gonna take several more hours, I reckon, for me. And yes, the download took 9, or it was in the end, it was like 10 hours straight for me. It was like a 44.6 gigabyte download.
Woo!
I downloaded a whole day.
Ouch.
And people wonder why there's so many bugs in such a big game.
If you have a monthly cap on your internet, don't bother.
I mean, who would have a contract with a
Take 2
monthly
months to
cap?
download
Jesus. You wouldn't even be able to watch the BroCast, because that would take off like half of your cap. Don't do it. Don't do it. You want to watch all the BroCasts.
Yeah.
You want to
So-
gorge on Tinternets.
I think the overall impression we're getting from you, Gray, is that Mass Effect, while not a mind-blowing game on its own, if you're a Mass Effect fan, it's a really good game to jump back into Mass Effect.
Well, that's an interesting point, because they really cut most of the ties to the previous games. There's not much, not even story-wise, there's not much relating back to the old games.
So
It's
in
pretty
that
much
regard,
only it's pretty much only all the races you have in your on your ship and traveling with you that are from the old universe, like, you know, the Asari, the Turians and stuff like that, and the
So it's a bit like
Salarians.
Halo
But apart
Orbital
from that,
Dropship
they
then, in
pretty
that
much
regard.
cut all the ties. There's not much referring back to any of the happenings from Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3.
Well, that's a good way to get away from the negativity they got.
Yeah.
From the
It
ending
was
of
a
Mass
wise
Effect
decision,
3.
I think, and the story that unfolds in Mass Effect Andromeda itself is solid. So there's a lot to look for. They don't need the old story to prevail there.
They got a lot of ribbing for the "oh woe is me" aspect of Mass Effect 3, and the storylines are all negative in that, didn't they? And you can understand why they did that. It's this old argument. Again, it's like DC heroes are all guilty of the same thing. It's pushing forever bigger and more shocking stories, and you just can't sustain that. You can't do that series after series of, you know, because you desensitize the viewers to it, and the players in this case. You just can't do it. It's much better to write I think an involved story, the one that sweeps people along, rather than a bigger story.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darth too. That's still a good point with Mass Effect Andromeda. The dialogue system is still as as from the old games, because you never exactly know what you're gonna say if you click on one of the options, because like the small shortened text doesn't always quite represent, or you think it will represent something differently than it actually will. So that's kind of hit and miss sometimes. But I mean, you had to fight that in the old games, and you kind of just deal with it in this current game as well. And it's most of the times it doesn't have a huge effect on what you choose. At least where I am in the game right now, you don't see any consequences of what you say. So in most cases, it's just role playing, like how you want your character to be and what you want your character to say, and you can mostly get that right.
Yeah. I mean, just to get back into the Mass Effect universe. That's really the biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
And
Because
a very big selling point still, the graphics and the design of all the planet surface. I don't think it's handcrafted, but you see that, like, it has value because it's fun, it's interesting. There's such a huge area to explore, even only on the first planet, and on the second planet where I'm right now as well. I can see myself going exploring for like 40 hours plus only on the planet's surface. It's not even looking at the story and everything else in the game. It's quite a big thing, really.
Well, as I understand it from a couple of videos I've seen on it, they have a habit of sending you back to planets you've been to before. So if you don't explore everything, it doesn't matter, because sooner or later someone will send you back to it.
I mean, yeah, that especially like how I play the game. I wanna have every bit of story, every single little piece, and every nook and cranny. I want to know everything. I want to have seen everything,
Skyrim.
and I want to talk to
dear.
everybody. So that's why it takes me so long to play that game, because
Because every side quest is the main quest for people like us.
pretty much, yeah. So for me, it takes forever to get from one place to another because there's I can do this, and let me quickly do this as well while I'm here. So it takes forever.
Yeah,
But that's just
especially
how I
that you
play
don't
the
have
game, and
NPCs,
I
you know,
hope I will.
in the main story arc that say, "Where the hell have you been? I asked you to come here 6 weeks ago." Yeah, well, with all this little stuff along the way, mate. You know, it's
Yeah.
interesting. Thankfully, they never say that.
Remember what I was saying before about if you want 2.3 to drop right now, just stop complaining about things? I take that back. The game just crashed. We're in beta.
I just noticed that you snitched my font there for your overlay.
I did, but
You dirty, dirty
I
boy.
found that font to begin with, so technically it's my font.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
my font,
All systems prepared.
This is.
I keep doing a Norman Collier. What's that?
What is a Norman
Oh
Collier?
God, who said that? That's old.
Blade RRR said
As
that.
old as me. He was a British actor and comedian that used to excel at pretending that microphones were cutting out. That was his signature
Oh, nice.
thing. He could
I
deliver
love it.
sentences with fractured gap in it and his microphone. You know, so.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing is, I'm
like
doing
that.
it involuntarily, sorry. I really don't know what to do about it, because it just sometimes happens. I'm not downloading anything right now, it should be fine, but it isn't, so it's hard to troubleshoot something like this.
Yeah, and I don't know if part of it might be. Oh, see, and here it goes again. I'm thinking. I don't know if maybe the beta is putting strain on my ISP or something. Because in the normal game, it is not lagging this bad. Or maybe my wife is just like watching 7 shows at one time. It could be that.
Well, you are streaming the BroCast.
I am.
I'm
a
not
heavy-
on Wi-Fi.
heavy
Yes,
burden.
of course, I'm looking at the BroCast, but that should not take up my whole bandwidth. And it worked before, so it should work all the time, but it doesn't.
Well, you sound okay to me anyway.
I'm not on Wi-Fi. I have a solid
Maybe
line
it's-
here, but
it's,
my internet is just not that great.
Maybe it's a problem between sort of.
It
America,
might very well be
Europe,
my sound card, to be
knows?
honest, but because that thing is quite old, and I did experience some sound issues in a different manner from time to time. So I don't know. Maybe in the future, sometimes this thing will just cut out completely, and I will have to get a new motherboard. I don't know. I hope not, because that would be expensive.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Don't jinx it. I know.
Oh man. Nah, but I was wanting to pick up Mass Effect Andromeda this weekend. I just haven't had time, man. There's been my life is a nut house.
Well, you're supposed to be filming an entire series and the standalone, aren't you?
I
As
know
well.
there's so much.
You haven't
stuff
got
going
time
on.
to play games.
Tell us
I know.
about your little
Filmmaker.
project there, Shibuka. Can you
Oh,
give
yeah,
anything away?
I can. I can't really give anything away, per se. But I can do this. Hold on, you just have to watch me flying in a straight line for just a second. I can pull this up. Da, ba, ba, ba. So yeah, as a lot of you know, we're doing 3 guys 1 ship, and work is underway, and it's been loads of fun, and we have a little small announcement coming soon. Is that soon, TM? Can we say that?
No, it's actually just soon.
Just
it's not even soon TM. It's
Not
it's
even
actually
soon TM. Oh my goodness.
It's a real soon.
It's real soon.
I'm real soon.
I was about to do that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Let's see. But yeah, what I'm working on now. What did it save this as? Dang it, Bobby. CZ something. Let's see.
Commander Rod Wader, I think it's pretty well optimized, but in some scenes, like for example, I experienced some frame drops when I was looking in the direction of the sun on plant surfaces. It wasn't too bad, like it didn't drop down below 30, but in the 40s somewhere. So I think the game is just very demanding, but I did hear of people with quite the monster machines still having these issues. So I don't know if it's something to do with the NVIDIA drivers not being quite optimized yet, even though the driver update for Mass Effect has been out, and I did download that beforehand. So it should be fine, but maybe it's just a case of some more optimization to be done or whatever, I don't know. But maybe it's just the game being too demanding in some certain scenes or something bugging out in the background that you have some frame drops. But apart from that, it's quite solid.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing it.
I mean, that's still the benefit of a full AAA release. Like the most of the bugs and the game breaking stuff and most of the optimization is done and is fixed. So you should be looking at a quite solid product if you can look over small bumps on the road.
All right, real quick. For anyone who might be interested, this is what I'm currently working on. Working title, working art direction, and that's all I can say. Yes. This will probably be out while Three Guys is going on, maybe before, maybe after. I have no idea, because I have no free time.
It will be out soon, trademark.
Soon, trademark. Maybe not so soon, trademark. But yeah, so that's coming. I would like to talk about something that we talking about today. To talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Talkception.
Yes. There are 3 guys in a particular series that's coming out. And their names aren't known to everyone. Their names aren't what people would think they would be.
Not all the names are known to everyone. Maybe you have to put it that way.
Indeed.
And yes, I think that's a safe way to put it. So, so as you guys know, 3 guys, 1 ship. It's gonna be me, Turgeon, and Josh. Turgeon, what you're voicing a character? What character are you voicing?
It's a character called Volshak. Volshak Starstone, a familiar surname to.
Oh man, that's pretty interesting. I like it.
We are still in the same universe, gentlemen. That's all I can say.
Indeed, it is a shared universe. Yeah.
Yes. I'm voicing a character called Mortius Talmudim, but people just call him Tal because that's a damn mouthful. But yeah.
I wonder who came up with that name.
I don't know. It was some kid who just and there the freaking jumps.
I'd say.
I'm lagging. Here he goes. Wait.
Yep, I didn't hear you there. You broke up.
Here we go. There we go. Yeah, some kid came up with that name. That's the last thing I heard. I'm pretty sure that's the last thing everyone else heard too.
Yeah, even your stream is lagging for me right now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Goddamn kids.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with jumps right now. This is ridiculous. I have no idea what's happening. I'm telling you, it's Josh's cursed YouTube channel. Here, I'm gonna do this and see if this helps.
Haunted YouTube channel. Ooh.
I'm telling you. People say I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'm not, I tell you. But Josh is also voicing a character. And he's not on the show to announce it. Gray, do you remember what his name is?
Josh's name?
Yes.
I think it's Hawkins.
It's Harlan. Harlan
Yes.
Darkwater.
Exactly.
Harlan Darkwater.
Yeah.
So
That's
yes,
who he
those
is.
are the 3 names of our characters here. This is not Josh talking. This is actually, well, this is not. Of course, this isn't Josh talking. This isn't Josh typing. This is actually Shibuka typing. But you have. See, I almost
It's all
spelled my own
confusing.
name wrong. More and then Harlan Darkwater, and then Volshak.
Tell me, Dim.
Oh. There we go. But yes, not a big reveal, but you can just call me Hard.
Was that Josh himself?
Yes, that was not me. That was not me.
Hard.
Oh god.
I
He's sabotaging again.
I think
Just
there's
call
a
me
third
Hard,
person.
kid.
I think there's a third person with access to Josh's YouTube channel right now, and they're just.
This is his sick.
He's-
Delirious.
And that's Shannon
Call me
interfering here.
hard.
Ah,
That's what everybody
that's-
does. They call me hard.
Oh dear lord, I don't even want to. I'm not commenting on that.
Senior Beatrices are asking like Darkwater Crossing from Skyrim.
No, it's actually my fault. He's called Darkwater because it's a friend of mine many years ago in the Unwashed Village community used the name Darkwater, and I just thought it's such a cool name, so it's stuck.
There you go.
Tunk Talon asked if there's any free source for the background story of Salome. Would either of you mind posting the link to Drew's lore series?
I will put that up there. Yes, give me a second.
Yeah,
I have to find it first.
Drew Wagar put together a lore series on his website for different elite things, and Salome's a very quick recap of her story is in there. You can also go to the Formidine Rift Mystery forum thread. They've got a quick synopsis of what's going on too. Book spoilers are in there though.
Yep. So watch at your own risk, but here's the link to Drew Wager's lore website on his website on his homepage. There's a lot of very interesting stuff in there, even stuff that you don't find anywhere in the game or in the book even, because he did some solid research in the older titles of Elite to find out all the stuff. So
Yep.
that's definitely a recommended read for everyone here.
Yes, and everything in there is canon and has
Yep.
been approved by the almighty Michael Brooks.
Exactly.
He's not the Almighty. The Almighty is Sir Lord Bravenobe.
Yes, Solar Bravenobe.
Well,
he
I
is-
don't think anybody told that, Brooks.
Oh dear lord. Oh dear lord. Dublin. Dark. Dub is dark. Lind is pool or water. Dublin we call it now. So we can call him Harlan Dublin.
Herlin Dublin,
Harlan Dublin.
like that.
Harlan Dublin, just like that.
Ah, for
Say
sure.
it.
What would you want to call him Harlan Dublin for?
Oh my god. I can't do it. I can do Canadian accent.
Wait, just get that hook. You can do quite a nice accent.
Daddy B. That's right, Daddy Braven. Harlan equals Har. Darkwater equals D. I think we got it, Josh. I just think that we.
No, nobody thinks
oh,
it's funny. I'm sorry. It's
Josh, no.
You can call him
Oh,
Hardy.
man.
It was the pixies on the bedroom ceiling, man. Or something. I don't know. That's what he's like at the moment.
Oh dear lord.
Pixies told me, man.
Pixies told me.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's these meds, man.
Yeah, see, Skunkworks chose to ignore it.
As
Yeah.
you should.
Yes. Yes. Hardy. You see that? See, okay, I can't say what I was gonna say because it's gonna give something away. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right now. My mind is loose. Loosey.
So you're taking us to call 70. How many more jumps do you have to do?
I'm not far.
I don't know.
not
I'm
far.
stalking him actually, and he hasn't invited me to a wing yet. I'm just gonna.
Oh, I
catch
didn't
him up.
realize that you were.
So rude.
Well, that
So
was the general
rude.
idea, wasn't it?
Oh,
I was
it
just gonna
was.
catch you up and
see,
say, the infamous Commander Shibuka. At last,
right.
I had in my sights. I was gonna say.
all that tasty cargo. Oh, just ask a Scorpius about all that tasty cargo.
Oh, and yes, talking about Ascorbius, I'm sorry, but I have to plug him again because his
Oh,
latest
yes.
video is even better than his previous one, and it's just absolutely ridiculous and amazing. The effort that guy puts in his videos should be like that should require like at least 20,000 subs minimum. So keep supporting him because he really deserved it.
Either that or a one-way ticket to the funny farm.
A little bit of both.
There you go. That's the link to Scorpius channel in chat there.
Yes.
Click on it, give him a sub, watch the video, you will not regret it.
Oh yeah, his latest one. The amount of work that man puts into his videos is absolutely ridiculous.
I can actually give you guys a link to a blog post on his own website where he showcases what he did to make this episode. So if you're really into video editing and even production at a whole, I can give you that link as well, and you take a look and be amazed by the effort that guy puts in there.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see. I know Spirograph is near.
Yes,
Yeah,
I have to mention that as well. Thank you, Josh. If you keep your eyes open in that video, you might spy some interesting references in there.
There's a couple.
Yes, Easter egg or two. Perhaps, yes.
Thanks, Scorp, for that.
Definitely a couple. Let's see.
I didn't see him in chat yet, I think.
Can I get into the Horsehead Nebula now? Because I know it was permit locked before. I might make a pit stop.
I'm pretty sure it still is.
It is.
Yeah.
Dang it. Alright, we'll head over to Spirograph then. Where is Spirograph?
Do you guys ever think FDev will add weather systems, auroras, etc. on atmospheric planets?
They need to.
We will see. I mean, they're going for realism, because that's what we've seen with pretty much everything they've added so far.
You're full of Sandy to answer that one.
We would need Sandy, and he would probably say something I can neither deny or confirm, but it's probably on the list somewhere. But from my point of view, I would say I wouldn't expect anything less from them.
Down the road, a long way down the road.
Yes, but I wouldn't expect anything less from them once they add atmospheric landings. I expect those atmospheric planets to be quite awesome, really.
Yeah.
Dark, why is it still permit locked? I have a feeling it has something to do with what we were talking about earlier with Salome and the Formidine Rift mystery and all of that good crap that's going on right now.
Yeah, because the Horsehead and also Barnard Sloop are roughly in the same direction. Like they're further out, but it's all behind Maya and the whole meta alloy bubble. So it's the same direction, and maybe there's something interesting out there.
Yeah, there's definitely got to be something interesting out there. I mean, apparently, this, I don't remember where I heard this, and I don't know if this is official or not, but I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that Col 70 and all these systems that are currently permit locked were supposed to be permit locked upon release, and they weren't. So apparently there's been supposed to be something here forever, a long time. But I'm really curious because I feel like when/if Salome can reveal what she's learned about the Formidine Rift, it's got to have something to do with Col 70. It's got to. There's so many things pointing to it. The Cobra is stealing things, stealing meta alloys. And meta alloys are used for what? Defending against alien things, like unknown artifacts and their.
Well, as far as we know, it's defending against the corrosion of those unknown artifacts. I don't know if we know about any other uses so far.
Well, it's a highly corrosive resistant metal.
And so, I think it's also supposed to be very light, like it's almost like a porous structure as far as I know, right?
Yeah.
So it might be of some other uses as well.
Sinclair, we cannot land on our own moon because our moon has been slightly terraformed. And I believe it has atmosphere.
And the other reason is they don't want you trying to land there and shooting up the Apollo 11 landing
Oh,
site.
that's very true. It is
Obviously.
currently a national park. It's an intergalactic park. Or a galactic park.
But to be fair, I would love to take a look at the rover. Even if just for the
absolutely.
size comparison to our current rovers.
Our
So
current
the
rover
SRBs.
is a lot bigger.
I'm pretty sure it is.
People don't realize this, but the Scarab is huge.
Yep.
Scarab, like I would imagine, is the size of a box truck.
With its
Yeah,
wheels
like
and everything.
I
yeah,
always imagine
it's
like
got that footprint, yeah.
like a military personal transport or something. That's the size comparison there.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just... I want all this stuff to be revealed already. April 29th. April 29th.
April 29th. Mark it
April
in your
29th.
calendar and make
Yes.
sure you're... Do we know any location? Not
Nope,
really, right?
We have zero information other than something is happening April 29th. As far as I know, it is not a community goal. It is going to take place in open, and the results take place in open on PC and on Xbox, and the results will directly impact the ending of Premonition.
Yep, so I guess just keep your eyes and ears open. Stay tuned to this channel, because I'm sure if we know anything more, we will report about it as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll see where this takes us. I'm very excited.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's so... If you guys could have seen my face while I was sitting at work when that article dropped. I was very lucky I didn't squeak because I was in the middle of the office.
She's alive!
There's no atmosphere on the moon in game. It's permanent locked because they need to figure out how to show fully settled bodies, as the population there is currently a few million. Yeah, that makes sense. I imagine it's a lot of biodomes in there.
I think it's mostly because they don't want you driving around historic landmarks in a place where, logically, if you drove over Neil Armstrong's footprint, it would never heal.
Never. It would be forever gone. So I just showed up at the
My immersion.
I just showed up at the Spirograph Nebula, and it's got my favorite star in the game in it.
Oh,
Class
yes.
star. I love it.
Oh, clans are pretty amazing, especially if you can find landable planets in those systems.
Yes, and it is very green in here.
Look at your
There's
heat
quite a
map
lot in
up
this
there. I
system,
love it.
actually. There's quite a lot in here. What have we got? I'm going to have a look at the system map for the first time on this trip. Oh, ringed landables.
Ooh,
Nice.
Ringed landables. We might need to make a pit stop at some of these ringed landables.
Pretty high gravity, I guess. Let's have a look. I'll have a look.
Alright, let's have a look. Let's see what all is in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Josh talked to Zach about Spake's legs at PAX.
Oh, right.
Mr. Spock was the first one in this system. Mr. Spock.
Well, as he should be.
Did he get beamed up?
Did he get beamed up? That's a good question. I have no idea. Oh, I have to discovery scan these things before I can...
The Elite Galaxy,
Zero
that would have
services.
been illogical.
If I can hit the button.
I've got a pimp discovery scanner in this thing, so it should scan it in about 14 odd seconds instead of 30.
Yep, same
Yes,
here.
there we go.
Yeah, he said NDA, 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 NDA. Sure he did, Josh. Sure he did.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
the
it.
rings on
Ooh.
this one are huge.
2.2 gravity. I
Josh
don't think
Josh
so.
drinks and he knows stuff, but he doesn't want to tell us.
Don't let
2.2
Josh
gravity
fool
on
you.
that one.
On the first one?
Yeah, the one that
Let's
you're
do
pointing
it.
at.
Let's do it.
Alright.
I'm putting my shield generator
Alright,
back
you
on
say.
and my power distributor back on.
This
You're a
is-
smart guy. After traveling like 40,000 light years on distant worlds and making my first touchdown on a planet, I forgot to turn my shield back on, and I instantly took a lot of hull damage.
Nice.
Nope.
I'm
Shields
gonna,
we
I'm
got?
gonna try and get a good shot from over here.
I've only got 3Ds in this one. Obviously, for weight. But they are
Oh, yeah,
slightly
same here.
pimped.
We're gonna have to torch Josh so he tells us.
Don't let Josh
Haven't
fool you. He doesn't
got
know
enough
anything.
torch at the moment.
Maybe the loach whispered something into his ear.
Think of the torture he's enduring right now. Having to sit in
Yeah,
bed watching
pretty much.
Shibuka in his chair on the
Oh my
stream.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
The torture.
This is a very large star.
It's
That's a
very
nice
purple
view.
here, isn't it?
Get on the get below the rings and then make the star shine through the rings.
It's all
Yes.
lilac and green.
Let's see if I can get it. I'm going so slow right now.
2.2 G, no problemo. Good luck.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. Yeah, this gravity
You
is
will be.
really keeping me from moving at any kind of speed. When Shibuka is trying to literally be Joker. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm not as good a pilot as Joker, I think, but let's see. Somewhere around here would be good.
But that's one remark I have to make to Andromeda still, that I do not like the characters in there as much as I did in 1 through 3. Because
Yeah, I don't think there's any beating those characters though.
no, those characters were pretty amazing, and like the 6 kind of characters you have in Andromeda as your companions, they are rather dull in comparison, at least for now. I mean, yes, I'm not too far into the story, and maybe there will be more interesting stuff happening to them. But for now, in the first several hours of the game, they seem rather dull and not very interesting.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
see.
the problem when you follow up a game trilogy like Mass Effect.
Yeah, it's
check-
quite hard to meet
follow it,
that
so you have to do
that
something
bar
different.
again.
Might want to
Yeah.
check the gas on that planet Shibuka. Is he referring to methane? Because it's green, or chlorine? I don't understand what
I
he's
don't
trying
know.
to say. I think he's trying to make a joke.
I tell you, man, he's delirious.
It was probably funny in his ad, but his ad is full of meth
He's-
right now.
In
we're
Josh's
being
defense,
mean.
I am pretty sure
We're
he is
being
very
mean.
doped up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, legitimately, Josh, I don't understand it. I want to. Sinclair says, nice colors, Vindicator Jones would be proud. I think he would. And the nebula actually almost matches my HUD. Geez, watch the gas. He said geez. He meant to say geez on that planet.
Damn autocorrect.
Jeez, right. Damn autocorrect, yes.
Ooh, I need to move quick. The sun's moving. Okay, I'm putting all my pips to shields. Shibuka is going to pancake. I appreciate the vote of confidence, Josh. Really, really do. I'm hoping I can get over here in time for maybe a sunset. Because I think I'm on the right side of the planet for that.
People expect a crash. They expect a proper
crash.
shaboomka.
Oh, I might bounce, but I'm not going to crash. I'm a bounce. Ah, I still got all my shields. I still got my shields. I didn't put my landing gear down. That would have been a good idea.
It usually is, yeah.
Usually is.
Nice pancake.
Hey. I made it, alright? And I still have 98% hull.
Belly flop.
I didn't bring an SRV with me. Why did I not bring an SRV with me?
You didn't bring an SRV?
No, because I'm a big old dummy.
You were
Oh,
probably
look at
trying
that,
to
though.
Scab the extra couple of light years.
Who I'm gonna romance in Mass Effect Andromeda? Oh, I'm not sure, because I think there was one, like, I think the reporter, the journalist on the Nexus is quite hot. That might be one.
Oh,
Or
man.
maybe Vetra. I'm not sure. But I haven't decided yet. I'm not far enough into the game.
Oh, man, I love this planet. I am missing
Shabonka bonk.
exploration. Shabonka bonk. Shabounska. I like Shabounska. Shabonka bonk. Yes.
Pancakes with maple syrup.
Well, I don't know where you've got to now because I dropped on your signal, but
How did you not die during Distant Worlds?
Are you in the middle of that crater?
Who said that? Cookie?
That was Cookie.
How do you know I didn't die during Distant Worlds?
Dun dun dun.
I
That
just might have
was
skipped it in
almost.
my video series.
That was almost a giveaway there, Shibuka.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't.
no.
If you watch my Distant World series though, I think it was episode 3. I did pancake into a planet because I wasn't paying attention. Well, in my defense, I was in a very dark crater and I wasn't paying attention.
Shibuka, the class non-dart. The funny thing is, people here in
stick your wing
Europe,
beacon on, matey.
in Europe, or at least here in Germany, they have no clue what a lawn dart is. That's a very USA thing.
Well, that's the thing. The Americans think it's a very English thing, and we haven't got a clue what it is.
Oh man.
It's probably because it has the word dart in it. But it's a very America thing because they just took dart and took it to the whole new level. Oh, that's pretty. Look at the purple rings there. Oh my gosh. So pretty.
I love it.
Purdy. Come all the way out here for some Purdy.
Look at him messing with the new camera like a pro.
I've had a little practice.
Yeah, we kind of get used to it now. Took a bit of time, and we're still grumbling about the depth of focus thing being ramped up too fast now if you press and hold a key. But
even Josh is giving you a compliment.
I appreciate that, Josh. Thank you. Oh man, I love this.
What did he say?
He said beautiful view.
Bill.
He wasn't complimenting me as much as he was complimenting Elite Dangerous. But I'll take it either way. I know Rod Wader said even after all these years I'm still impressed. Dude, like this is the kind of moment that I just kind of want to sit here with a beer in VR, mind you. In VR, sitting in a chair, put yourself like at chair level on the surface, and then drink a beer. Love it. I did that during Distant Worlds. When we crossed the abyss and got to the other side, and the galaxy was literally just like a sliver of light. Loved it.
That was quite the
view. I drank
view.
a couple beers there.
I actually opened a pretty good bottle of whiskey there.
And what's really interesting is you can see Bernard's loop through the spirograph, which I don't really understand, but you know, I guess I'm not science smart enough for that. But yeah, that was actually, I really enjoyed that. Let's see spirograph, and we're right next to Col 70 right now, aren't we? Spirograph sector, and then it should go directly into Col 70. Spirograph. Here it is, Col 70's right here. I think you can you? Security? No. I thought you could, filter by, permit locked systems. Maybe not. No, I don't think it can. Oh well. Let's see. A good ointment? What in the world? What are y'all talking about? The landing was a bit less graceful, though. Yes, it was. It was very not graceful.
Yeah, we kicked Josh out. It was
Yeah,
just
we could.
too annoying.
I
Couldn't deal with it.
I couldn't, man. It was getting to be too much. It was getting to be too much. Here, I'm gonna head out to the edge of the spirograph sector, Turgeon, about 100 light years out.
You can only take so much Hawk each week.
I'll
and
just keep
we
following
thought
you.
we'd give it a go without him. You know.
There goes Turgeon. Yeah, look at this beautiful ship. There he goes. Doing laps around me.
It's the no Joshes club, like no Homers, but betterer.
Oh, you made me pucker up a little bit.
See ya.
You made me pucker up. Oh, God.
Dear, oh dear.
Please don't die. I don't want to die.
Well, it's shaboom cure, isn't it?
It is. It is.
That was a
That
close
was-
pass.
Woo! Oh, man. Oh, God. Yeah,
Was a
Rod Wader
definite
says,
butt clench moment there.
bear in mind, these are no atmosphere planets. How amazing it will look when we'll land on those with atmosphere. Whew.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna look really good with clouds.
Imagine with like heat. Yeah, the heating of the ship around. That's gonna look awesome, I think. If
Oh, yeah.
they are implementing it that way, I
Yeah.
really hope they do.
I do too. Star Citizen does a decent job of it. I feel like the last glorified tech demo they showed.
I saw that. Yeah, that looked pretty good.
It looked pretty good. It was a little buggy, but alpha, right?
Yeah.
But they just need to do it better than No Man's Sky. God. I mean, I understand it's an arcade
They lock-
game, but
Yeah, we locked Josh out of his own channel. He said it's a Hawk out.
it's a Hawk out. Oh man, that was clever. I like it. Hawk out. I should put Hawk out on the overlay somewhere.
We didn't hire Russian hackers. We just wanted the electoral vote.
Oh lord.
Electoral college. It's all fair and democratic here. We did nothing. No connection to Russian hackers anywhere.
The views of Greatest do not necessarily reflect the views of BroCast as a whole.
Especially not Shabukas.
His views are his own. We here at the BroCast do not advocate any kind of political discussions on the show. But yeah, anyway.
But it still happens from time to time.
It still happens from time to time. Let's see. Isham just got a Mark III. I imagine you're talking about a Cobra. Very nice. It is my favorite ship in the game. Absolute favorite ship. I love it.
That's a bit Commander Shepard, isn't it?
The Cobra Mark
I'd probably
III.
say that about every ship. It just depends which shipwrap comes up to you first.
Yeah.
I'm Commander
I-
Shibuka, and this is my favourite ship in the game.
It is though. It is. I love it.
What about
Yeah.
the Dolphin?
The Dolphin is quirky and.
It's the new
and,
kid on the block. Of course, everybody
What about
likes
the
it.
Imperial
Yeah.
Courier? You have
Imperial Courier?
a
See-
love relationship with the Imperial
more-
Courier.
The more I fly Imperial ships, the less I like those cockpits. Those blue lights are obnoxious, especially in VR.
Well,
But-
people probably don't even know what your relation to the courier is because your last part of Legacy has been so long ago.
Oh my god, it was like 6 months ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was a clipper
Burn!
at the
I
end of
can
that.
feel the burn from here.
You could feel the burn. Oh man.
Are we getting political again?
I was thinking about making a comment on that, but I chose against it.
See,
chose
I
not
chose.
to.
I chose for it. I always do.
Oh man. Drew should make his event Cobra Mark III only. That
It would be
interesting.
fun.
That
You know
would be
what the
quite
problem
fun.
would be? People would come in their Corvettes and just obliterate everyone.
Yep. Yep.
That's what people are like. They've got no sense of fun.
Let's-
Call me Corvette. Yes, thank you.
um,
Like stamping on sandcastles on the beach. These people have no sense of fun.
here, let's.
I wonder if only certain ships get planetfall. For instance, the Beluga has landing wheels, unlike any other. I don't think so. I think planetary landing will be, or at least atmospheric landing will be for all the ships. Pretty sure.
I would not doubt if. Well, what kills me is a lot of these ships are absolutely not
Yeah, some of these are proper bricks.
aerodynamic at all.
Look at the Type
Like,
7. That thing would just fall like a brick through the atmosphere. It's not.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
that's
truck.
even worse. Like the space shuttle.
Yeah, it's a truck with a cockpit on the front. Brilliant.
Yeah. Then again, those ships have thrusters in all the directions, and you can lift off from 9G planets, so you will also be able to support yourself in an atmosphere with those thrusters.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Some of these ships.
Then
though,
again, I
like,
really hope that like the handling in atmosphere will be different from ship to ship depending on how the shape is and how much like wing area it has.
I think FDev are fully capable of doing that because
Yeah,
the
I'm pretty
flying
sure.
mechanics are drastically different between normal space, low gravity planets, medium gravity planets, and high gravity planets.
Well,
And I mean,
uh,
the whole point of the game is what they even said in the interview at PAX, that they were actively going for a sort of World War II double-decker combat
exactly.
kind of flight feeling, you know, where your ship
When
is
you're dealing
actually going where you're looking at. So
with
that's
atmospheric
basically exactly what you
planets,
have in an
yes.
atmosphere, and I'm pretty sure they have the capability to tweak that so different ships feel differently as well.
Yep. Oh my god. Turgeon, for a second I forgot you were following me, and I was like, who the hell?
He's blue.
Oh, that's actually a
Blue on
good
the
point there, Zam
Blue.
Silborg. There's already atmosphere inside stations, but I think right now that's not modeled properly. Like, we're coming in there with several hundred meters a second, but even when you turn your ship, you're not instantly, like, smashing into the wall of the station because the drag grabs you.
Yep.
So that might be an interesting point if that will actually change with the update when we have atmospheric landings, if we will suddenly have atmospheric flight inside the station as well. That would be interesting.
Exile 1
It would
says.
probably even help.
Exile 1 said about the Imperial ships, those blue lights are obnoxious and I love them. Being in a Fed ship is what I imagine everything in Soviet Russia was like.
Nice one.
I cannot disagree there. I dislike just about everything that has to do with the Federation. Not
Basically,
a
you
big
get the
fan of the
impression in the the gunship, the assault ship, any one of those, the dropship. If you went down to the engineering deck, it would be dripping like in Alien.
Oh yeah, there'd be oil slicks on the
There'd be
floor.
water dripping off every surface.
Mark Humpage, there's actually no gravity at all in the stations, but you still have atmospheric pressure because there's no habitats or domes inside the station. So if people are walking around in those parks and walkways you see there, they will need 1 atmosphere of pressure inside the station.
Yeah, it's about 0.1 gravity.
You would still have the normal drag you would experience in a plane on Earth as well, close to the sea actually.
Yeah, they've never actually said what the pressure is inside stations. I know the gravity is supposed to be about 0.1 down where you land. They haven't said what the air pressure
Yeah, but
is.
that gravity is not actually gravity, it's just the centrifugal
That's
force from the
artificial.
rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which would be greater in the little points of the polyhedron? Is that what it is?
yeah, the further out you
Yeah,
go,
that's
the
true.
more Earth-like it gets.
But then again, inside the inner shape is round, so the gravity there would be equal overall. But yeah, if you're in one of those edge points, like those corner points of the whole station, you would experience more gravity there.
I think someone on Reddit actually did the math and said that you would experience like 16 G in one of those corners.
Yeah, centripetal, centrifugal. I know it depends on which way you look at it. Like one thing is the force that pulls you down. The other one is the force that you exert on the ground. So whatever.
Yeah, centrifugal, centripetal, all that jazz.
They are like, what's the name for 2 forces that are the same but face each other?
I don't know. You're the engineer. Well,
yeah, but I only know the German term. I'm sorry, I'm not that proficient in English.
What's the German term?
The German term would be entgegengesetzt.
That doesn't help at all.
Of course it is. Yes, I mean,
That's the
obvious.
translation for opposing, I guess, but I'm not sure if that's the term the people in the English language area use as well.
If we have any engineers in the chat, this is gonna bother Gray. I can tell.
Gray scientist.
Opposing?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess opposing would be the best translation here as
Two
well.
opposing forces.
That are basically the same, but in the different direction.
Could say that would be antagonistic.
Ooh.
It's true.
But that's only in a story kind of context, right?
Oh man.
Hand-wavium.
You know what? I don't have a problem with a little bit of hand-wavium. Really don't. Because if this game was 100% accurate...
It's a game.
If this game was 100% accurate, I would
Transwarp escape pods, you know, we all have them. And the other thing we have...
I'm pretty happy with the decisions they made in Elite Dangerous, where they took gameplay over realism.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm pretty happy with the balance they found there.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that a little bit. People in chat, would you prefer you have to be in the same station, same system, same everything in order to get on someone else's ship? Or do you think a little bit of hand-wavium and a little bit of what did they say?
Are you talking about multi-crew right now?
Yes, multi-crew.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
what do they call it? The
Salome.
What is
Telepresence.
Telepresence, yes. I am 100% okay with telepresence because if
that system we were just in, we just stopped at, with the beautiful rings and the green nebula background and the planet.
Yep.
Now, if you didn't have telepresence, you couldn't invite a mate to come and have a look at that.
Exactly.
You know, and people that don't explore, you say, this is what we come out here for. What I'm seeing here. And they go, ooh.
Yeah, see, everyone in chat so far has said telepresence. Yep. And like you said, like that's the inviting someone into your ship to take a look at a view is really the only way we can use, as explorers, we can use multi-crew right now. Because the co-pilot can't set a course or put shields anywhere or scan anything.
Yes, and they are very much aware of that, but I always have to say that again and again if we're talking about multi-crew. Right now, as it's going to be implemented in 2.3 once it goes live, it's intended for quick gameplay. If you want to play with a friend together and you want to have a quick session of something fun, that's what you're going for with multi-crew. Right now, it's not intended for full-on it's not intended for the full game experience. And for stuff like exploration or even mining, not really right now. I mean, you can do it, but it's kind of clunky. So stuff like that might be implemented in the future, but right now that's not the intention behind of it.
Well, it is very role dependent because, you know, you have to have ships with chairs to have the multi-crew, essentially.
Yep.
In Star Wars Galaxies, you didn't have to. You could be on a ship that would function as multi-crew, but you'd just be wandering around the ship freely inside it. You didn't have to go and sit down anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's a different thing because you didn't actually have a specific role, and someone could say to you in Han Solo style, "Hey kid, get on the guns if you wanted."
Yep.
Or get a fire extinguisher and put out that damn fire because I've come into a zone that was more dangerous than I thought it was. Which is my first experience of multi-crew in Star Wars Galaxies.
Reminds me very much of Pulsar.
That's what my mate did. Let's go and have a look at this area. Actually, there's a bit more Imperial stuff than I thought there was. So, can you get a fire extinguisher and put that fire out, please?
Oh man, but yeah, I have a feeling that once space legs are implemented into the game, that we'll have
completely different game
like that.
That's what Mark Humpage just said. That physical presence will come with Elite Feet as another way, probably.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling it will.
Elite Feet. I like that as a name for an update.
I do love that.
You know, I don't think they'll do that though.
No, I don't think they will either. They should.
As a content title.
They should call the update. They should call the update Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
That would work. That would work. Or just Wanderers, like that marvelous little video It has Sagan's voice on it. You know the one. Everyone knows that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh says don't expect Space Legs anytime soon. Nope.
No, it's part of the glorious 10-year tractor plan. We'll get it eventually.
Yeah, see, Rod Waiter said he went to the Veil Nebula, put multi-crew on, and a new player joined. He was amazed, never saw Nebula before. Yeah, it's great, like, especially getting people into exploration, because a lot of people who have only played the game in the bubble, you tell them, oh, I'm an explorer, I just go look at things. They're like, what in the world do you look at? And you find yourself in a nebula on a planet surface. Yeah, on a planet surface with a gas giant in the background, you get yourself a really, really good backdrop. And
asps in front of things. That's
but
what we do.
yes, I have to give people the point that this is pretty much just like live screenshots you get there. Like, you can look at stuff and the views might be amazing, yes, but you do not get the full exploration experience, because traveling and the whole effort behind it is just part of it.
Oh yeah, it is 99.9% the journey.
Yep. And those views you get along the road are just like the tip of the iceberg and the little nice topping you get on top of it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yes, they are certainly good to get people interested and to go exploring as well.
Yep. Charles McManamy said, and Star Citizen still won't be released by the time we get Space Legs. And that is one reason why I'm not buying into the hype of Star Citizen right now.
Jade Snoot, I can exactly tell you what will happen when you enter a station with 1 atmospheric pressure at 343 meters a second at the speed of sound. You will crash into the back wall of the station badly.
Like that.
At that kind of speeds, hitting air is not going to be fun.
No, it is going to be a lot of turbulence.
It's going to shake you quite well, yes.
I have a feeling the little radar dishes that are on the Adder and the little was it a radio antenna on the sidewinder?
Rip right off.
Those are gone. First things to go.
Probably.
They suddenly light up.
But I mean, I like the thought behind that. Imagine you sitting inside the station on your landing pad and suddenly somebody just smashes in with like 500 meters a second and you actually hear a sonic boom. That would be pretty cool.
Gosh.
Yeah,
if we can get
flash
sonic
of light.
booms in this game, oh man.
It would echo around the inside of the station.
Inside
of the
I think sonic booms would be another case of nerdgasm right there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Well, if it's anything to do with sound, yes, they'll put it in.
Yeah, you're right.
Awesome.
The sound team is excellent. They've probably already thought about that.
Oh man, see, I love the Orion Nebula. Like, it's usually one of the first ones that new explorers go to. And it's just such a good one because it's handcrafted.
Commander Kuhart thinks you're easily pleased.
Who, me?
Yep. Sonic Boomka, yeah.
Sonic Boomka. I like it. Easily pleased. I don't know about easily pleased.
No, I think Shibuka and probably me and Turgeon as well. You were just really invested into this game because we spent so much time in it. We explored, pretty much all the aspects of it. I mean, you guys didn't look at the background simulation yet, but I even had a look at that. And
I've done a little bit with it.
We're just filming mostly.
Yes, and if you're so invested into a thing, then you do just get very excited for any sort of improvement you can see coming up. It's just the way it is.
Well, one of the things I like about
and you have to be fair to Elite here. Elite is one of the most immersive and the most amazing space simulators out there.
Yeah, and it doesn't have depth and story, something like Mass Effect. But
no,
this is the thing. None of the Elites ever have, really. This would be the first one that does. So, I mean, I'm always ragging on them for not having enough depth and character and story and things like that in it. But realistically, they never had. So, if they kept to that tradition, it wouldn't actually matter because it would be the same.
It wouldn't hurt the hard fan base, but with a proper, interesting storyline, of course, you would also gain a lot of new interested players.
And it would add that
it's
much.
Always a trade-off.
It would make it a living, breathing place, which is to do with our videos. We turn it into ordinary people doing, well, sometimes strange and not so ordinary things, but sometimes ordinary things.
Yeah, Tantalus Aura. That's why there's a speed limit. But seriously, who sticks to the speed limit?
Not a Scorpius.
Nobody does.
Not a Scorpius.
Hey, to be fair, he was outside the station.
That's right, and it was just scammers. It was scammers.
What is it?
That was so
5K from a station is where the speed limit kicks in, or 7.5.
7. Is the speed limit only inside the weapons restricted zone?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Inside
I think
the
so. It's
station,
5. It's 5 kilometers.
Yeah, it's
I
actually
thought
it's
weapons
less than
was
the weapon
10.
zone.
No.
Weapons is 10, but speeding I think is a bit less.
Yeah, but I think it's like 10 from the center of the station, if I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea. I don't make a habit out of firing my guns when I'm close to the station because I don't like to die in this game because I'm poor.
Yeah, I'm poor because I've never actually bothered to make that much money. I mean, haven't been out for a year exploring. You don't make
There's
money
a good
exploring.
there's a good
You
point
do
for
now, of course. 2.3, you'll make more money now.
Senior
But we paid the
Beatrice
iron
just
price,
said,
lad.
I
The iron
always
price.
wanted an RM and an RPG where you weren't the hero. Elite does that.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's
Elite
the point.
is
That's
really all
what I
about
love
that.
about,
You make your own
It's
story.
Its videos. It's Owners videos are all about a lone
Going your own
jobbing
path.
pilot. Yeah,
Yep.
just doing an ordinary day's work, and that is the epitome of the elite field.
And I feel like that's actually the
from
gameplay
others.
most people should be going for, but very few people are actually going for because many people just want to have the next bigger ship, want to have the best modules, want to have whatever experience they're looking
material
for.
goals.
So they
and
always
that's
look for
wrong.
efficient ways to progress. And I don't feel like that's all what Elite is about, because I think you get the best game experience if you just do your thing, if you just do what you enjoy and what you like and see what comes of it.
Yeah,
And
this
that's
one
exactly
really
what
is.
these
It's
donors
about the
shows.
journey. Yeah. It's about the journey. If you think it's about an end game where you have a big ship or something like that, this is the wrong game for you, because it's not. There is no end game.
Yeah, it's very.
It's all about the
if you wanna
journey.
Go that route.
It's just the journey, and the journey is what you make it. It's your path, which way you choose to go.
And of course, they also created the journey for a scope of probably 10 years in the end. Where if you look from the very first Gamma release final update, whenever that will be in a few years to come. So for that whole time span, they set up all these what we experience now as very grindy progress and stuff like that. That's because they set up the game for several years of playability.
Yep.
And so if people rush through all of this right now by grinding ridiculously hard, they will have a few years of very little to no progression in the end, and it's only to blame on themselves.
Well, it's ironic in a way, really, because if you want to look at terms, in a time when all games were based on 3 lives and X amount of time you play, depending on how long you last with your lives, Elite was the first one to actually have grind in it, because the only thing that you could do in the game was to work towards being elite, and that was a grind fest. It really was. A great many players of the original Elite never made Elite. David Braben said he never made Elite.
So you're saying whenever we have grind,
so if you want to blame grind on everything,
we should blame
in any
it on
modern
Elite?
game, you could if you wanted to blame it all on Elite. Yeah. The first game to have proper grind in it. Yeah.
No fire zone, Andy K says, is 7.5 kilometers from the center of the station.
That's the same as
Very
docking
true.
permission.
useful to know whether you fight or not, Shibuka. Yes, very good to know. I accidentally fired off a, I don't know if this was a bug or not, but I fired off a heat sink while I was smuggling in some stuff, and it caused the station to destroy me.
A heat sink.
A heat sink. It was.
I don't think that's intentional.
I guess they didn't
hot
like
metal flying around.
Exactly. It's well, if you want to get technical, they do blow up ships on the inside of the station. So 9 times out of 10, when you come into a station, you're gonna hit a hot
bits
piece
and
of
pieces
hull.
of hot pieces of metal, and they also don't mind you if in terms of cargo that you don't want because you're changing ships. They don't mind you jettisoning all of that on a landing pad.
Nope.
That's legit.
All
200
that
tons
tasty
of whatever.
cargo.
There you go. All that tasty cargo, and but it doesn't jettison. It just disappears. Where does it go?
All that the whole jettison cargo. Never mind. No, I won't do that. Nope.
Yes, you will. Go on. Go on.
That will be explored in an upcoming series. that aspect of Elite. All that tasty cargo was explored by Ascorbius, which was incredibly funny. I believe Turgeon worked on that one.
I might have had something to do with Billinus. Yes.
That was good. That was good. That
episode
was really
I think
good.
in the beginning you can even hear another bro.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Are you sure that wasn't Barry White?
Yeah, there was
probably
Barry
was
White at the beginning,
yeah.
and then I was the voice. But yeah, before that it was Barry White, definitely.
I just realized we are an hour and 50 minutes in, and we haven't gone through our channels.
I think I prepared a little
we
something
haven't talked that much about Salome either yet, really.
No, we haven't.
Talking crap, as usual.
Exactly.
Just blathering nonsense. This is what we do.
It's been one giant rabbit hole. But yeah, if this is your first time on the BroCast, welcome. This is a weekly show we do on Sundays from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Josh Hawkins is usually the man you see in the bottom right-hand corner in this seat, but the wimpy Canadian is sick today. So I am taking his place. I'm Commander Shibuka. I'm joined by Turgeon Starstone.
Hello.
And Greatest.
Hellonium.
Hellonium, I love that.
I put the channels in the chat.
Wonderful. Greatest has put some channel links in the chat.
Beat me to it. Look at that. German efficiency.
Oh,
beat
man.
me to it, you see.
I prepared
it's that German
this time.
engineering. He's got those macros.
Yeah, I've got them sitting in a folder.
That's actually a brilliant idea because I actually have like 18 macro keys on my keyboard.
Of course you do.
Those. Next time I'm gonna be even quicker.
But yeah,
scary stuff.
Weekly show we do mostly sci-fi games, mostly Elite Dangerous. We've done Helion, we've done Pulsar, we've done Astroneer, we've done Osiris New Dawn.
All the games.
All the games. I don't know about all
And in the future we probably will have even some more diverse and fun stuff coming up.
Oh yeah.
Probably not only on the BroCast but also on Shibuka's channel. I think you have some live streams planned, right?
Yes.
And same for Josh, of course, as well. I think we have some fun stuff coming up there as well on the unplanned live streams during the week.
Yes.
But Hosh Jawkins says Senior Batteries. That's a reference there.
Hosh Jawkins.
Yes, that's what I called him in the episode where I'm chasing him in Turgeon's Travels, chasing his wakes. And it says,
yeah, that's right.
Hi, cake and wine detected. The other one that says is Hosh Jawkins. Wait.
Where is Horsehead? There it is. Oh, Horsehead. That is a beautiful nebula. I love Horsehead.
Interesting point there, Dzadzermi. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to pronounce that. I wonder if stations have technology to keep air inside the landing bay while ships can pass through. Why is it not used as emergency solution with a broken canopy? Good point.
That is a good point.
My guess would be because it takes a freaking ton of energy to keep those shields up and keep the air in.
I would agree, and I would also assume that constantly spinning station produces energy pretty efficiently as well. and it also being so close to stars, solar energy.
That would actually be interesting to know how those stations produce their energy. I wonder if there's a piece of lore about that.
We should ask Michael Brooks.
Indeed, we should.
Let me see. I'm trying to get as close to Horsehead as I can. This is actually going away from Horsehead. Is there... I really wish there was like a non-Horsehead region star in here that they might have forgotten about.
Halonium is not a part of the periodic table. It's a rock red, the rock red element.
Ooh,
Polonium is the element we praise, and halonium is the element we greet as each other.
Well, I'm going to go here.
Any plans for a Planet Coaster BroCast? I would actually love to, because I do not own the game. But I would certainly love to do some sort of like first impression kind of stream together with. Maybe we can get Bo into that. I'm not sure. Maybe
we have talked to Bo. We talked to Bo during PAX, and Bo has agreed to come on to the BroCast.
There you go. So, maybe we could combine that with a sort of first look, noob kind of look at Planet Coaster.
Oh, absolutely. I've got about 20 hours into the game. I got it probably 6 months ago. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but it is a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun. It's got a whole lot of
I have
character.
seen a few videos. I think I've seen one video by like Nerdcubed, because I think he was very enthusiastic about the game, and I've seen what you can do in it. Like, it's amazing how many objects you can completely freely stack into each other and create whole new things out of them. That's pretty impressive.
Have you not pulled an Uthris and made an Elite Dangerous theme park yet? Because
I don't have the expertise or the patience.
I think he may well have uploaded his models to the community thing.
Oh, nice. The Steam Community Workshop, I think.
I think so.
Steam
I think he may have done, yeah.
Nice. I did see, it was really cool. There's a Planet Coaster Park that's Walking Dead themed. And you go through this slow ride, and it kind of goes through the first season of The Walking Dead. It's pretty cool. It goes through like, well, not the first season. It goes through like the first 3 or 4 seasons. Like, it goes to the campsite that
will be the BroCast.
The BroCast.
I love it.
I like that.
We should change the overlay for that occasion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The BroCast.
The BroCast. Fun fact: Bo is also what country people around here refer to themselves as. Like, "What's up, Bo?" and stuff like that. Fun fact. Fun fact. Little North Carolina culture there for you.
Why do they
like
do
that? Short form of buddy? Yo, Bo?
I have no idea.
Bo.
I just live here.
I just live here, man. I don't know what makes it work.
Oh man.
Don't
A little
ask me,
North Carolina culture. We're a very cultured folk over here, and my southern accent is just getting worse and worse the longer I live in the city. Okay.
I don't think you'll ever head totally into the realms.
I'm sure Tim would love a Planet Coaster BroCast, but if Bo is there, we already know who would win the Dutch challenge.
Oh yeah, that's not even fair.
That's just a given. That's not even funny anymore. It's not fair.
Bo did a Dutch challenge while we were at PAX, and yeah, it was bad. It's real bad for us, not for her. It was bad for us.
It made us look really
goes
bad.
To 11.
she turned it up to 11.
And she goes to 11 all the time.
Whitaker says it's a southern thing, not just a North Carolina thing. It gets used here in Alabama.
Yeah, damn it, boy.
Down in Bama.
What is it?
Alabama.
What you doing here, Bo?
That was pretty good, Turgeon. For an Englishman, you do a pretty convincing southern accent.
Yes, that's my bad hermit accent.
Ooh, here you go.
It's actually based on Dustin Hoffman's Jack Crab in Little Big Man.
Here you go. Here's a little insider information for you. The Ant, what came online in beta at 3:51, which was about an hour ago, and just logged off. So
He might have got some footage for another video.
I'm just saying, he might have, or you know,
Maybe he was actually playing.
Then again,
he could have been playing.
Well, maybe
We know
Cookie
what that's
is
like.
taking some footage for his new video as well. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, Josh is heading out. See you later, Josh. Goodbye from Josh's sniffle.
Don't drown in your snot, please. We need you.
Drowning in your own snot. That sounds awful.
By head off, I assume he's having and running off down the shops.
Yes. I think you are correct there.
Wise.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I am.
It's down yonder by the creek.
Wait, what?
Ian Matthews just said that in chat. It's down yonder by the creek.
Oh, by a crick.
By the creek.
Down
Well,
yonder
hold
by
on.
the crick.
Who said this? I want to read it.
Ian Matthews, a few lines up.
It's down yonder by the creek.
Yeah, down yonder by the crick.
That's what I said.
Jeez. Pop the Glock. Dear Lord. Oh my goodness.
New worst way to
out.
die. Who's the spammer? I don't see a spammer.
Yeah, it's because he's gone.
Josh took care of it.
No, other Josh did. Oh man. Okay, this is a good view of. Ooh, there's planets here too. I am going to get a good shot here. There is one landable planet in this system. It will have to do. I love the Horsehead Nebula.
Accent challenge. Everyone does all the accents of the bros.
Oh my goodness. You don't. I'm pretty sure everyone here would get offended by my English and German accents, or my attempts at them. I would probably be
Your
called some
accent's
nasty
a bit
names.
tricky though, because it does have
Yeah.
a bit of a twang, but not much. That's the problem. If it had a lot of twang, I could do it, but it doesn't have much. And
That's what
tricky.
happens. That's what happens when your father's in the military, and you have lived all up and down
Move
the east
around a
coast
lot.
of America.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spike,
Spike's K
he's
is
caught
here.
us up. Excellent.
He has
He's been
What's up,
stalking us
Spike?
via our friendship drive. You see,
our friendship
on the
drive.
map. We've left a friendship trace wherever we've gone. He's followed it.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's caught up. Well done.
Let's see. Where is? Oh, I think this is too close. This is too close to the star to pick up a horse head.
Yeah, it probably is. It's only about 10-15 out from the star, isn't
Dang
it?
it, man. That sucks.
Oh, we don't get a new video from Cookie until 2.3 goes live. That's
Well, actually, you
unfortunate.
can kind of see it. Here, let's try a land over here. It took 20 minutes. What are you flying, Spike? Oh, never mind. He's in the dang system, Shibuka. Oh, he's in his Conda.
Yeah,
He's not like us cool kids in our DBXs.
that's right. What have I got on mine? 54. 54 jump on this with a decent shield and an SRV on board.
Simon Mills says, poor internet connection, pay your bills, Shibuka. I don't
It
think
is-
that's even funny, because if I look at my internet connection, I recently actually looked into it because I would like to see if I could do any sort of streaming, and I think I could stream like 480p at a reasonable quality, and anything above would just be like 10 FPS. I don't know. So
That's a little rough.
at least Shibuka can stream properly. You should give him that.
And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you've watched my live streams, my internet connection's good when it comes to streaming and everything. I don't know if it's like the beta, or if something's just going on.
I mean,
with my
you did
ISP,
have
but-
some hiccups before, but right now it's perfectly smooth for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I do have cable internet, so anyone who's like before the line, like it goes from the box down the line of people who subscribe to the internet service until it gets to you. So I don't know. Ooh, this is interesting. This is like a U-shaped crater in the middle of this. Well, U-shaped mountain in the middle of this crater.
Plot twist, it's not a crater, it's an impact site of a ship.
It looks like an impact site.
I'm sure it's not a big smiley face.
It might be. Oh man, I love hanging out at Nebulae.
I know, Phonobrain, that's so unfair. Like,
What do you say?
like most of the other big cities in Germany have top-notch internet. And if you live in Munich, where I live close, or I live next to Munich basically, like in Munich there are certain areas where you have really good cable or glass fiber internet. But where I live, it's like the one patch in the whole area where the internet connection or even the options you have are just awful. Like I have a 16 megabit internet right now, and that's all I can get right now. I cannot get a better option with my internet service provider.
Oh man, look at that. I love this game. I really, really do.
So, are you actually going to talk any more about Salome then?
I suppose we
We
should.
didn't talk too much about it.
No. Well, there's not a whole lot more to talk about. I mean,
I don't
without
know,
getting
do
into.
people want to know about the backstory behind everything? Because they might not know.
Well, if anyone has any questions, throw them in chat. I'll do. Me and Gray can do our best to answer them. There's just so much to go through.
Yeah. Really, all I can say over and over again is do yourself and Drew the favor and get the book either as a hard copy or as the audiobook. Listen to it, read it, and enjoy yourself because the story is great and you will get much more out of the whole thing going on in-game right now. That's the whole point.
But the most
Yeah.
important question is she hot like she is in the thumbnail for this stream?
You will have to send her a Salome invitation and hope that she will grab you and take you on her ship, and then you might get a glimpse at her. We don't know.
Yes, we don't know.
Do you know how far from the D mark you are, Shibuka? What is the D mark? What does anyone know what the D mark is? No?
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Right on. Let me know what the D mark is, Geeky, and I'll let you know. Alright, Max is heading out. See you later, Max, man. Take it easy.
Dante K said audiobook was great. First and last audiobook I've ever listened to. Why is it the last one if it was great?
Who is Salome?
Yeah. Salome.
Oh, Lord.
Well,
That's
as
how
far
you
as I
get
can see
internet.
on this planet,
Oh, you're talking about the cable box.
Shibuka's wing signature, and he's not there. We're in the wing. There's only us and Spike here in the
The
entire
instance
galaxy.
strikes again.
We're in a wing and we're friends, and there's no one
Yeah.
around.
That's right. And Spike's there. Hello, Spike.
Oh, Lord.
Me and Spike were in the instance together, but you're not.
Oh, man. I love watching the wings on this thing.
Oh, Spike says, I ruined it. No, you didn't. Don't take this on yourself, because when Josh and I were alone, so it's Mutiny and AI Spy, alone we were in the entire galaxy, 40,000 light years from home. Just the two
Oh
of
my
us,
god.
and we could
Shibuka,
not get
you
in the
just-
same instance.
You just gave me a DBX-gasm right there.
Oh, yeah?
I can't get over how awesome this ship looks when it folds up its landing gear and those thrusters tilt upwards. It looks so
it's
good.
so good. It's so good.
The first time I discovered that I couldn't, like, I was so amazed when I recalled my ship and it came down and actually extended its landing gear and I could watch it from the outside from the SRV. It was so good.
God, I'm so terrible at doing this. No, not what I
Do a
wanted to
belly
do.
flop.
I
don't
see
wanna
you.
do a belly
There's a thumbs down on the watching figures there. I think that must have been Josh.
I think it was too.
Probably, yeah.
He's sitting in
All
his
right.
chair. Yeah. No, Josh is
Love it.
sick. Salome
Yes,
Production
Josh
says, no, Josh,
is
no,
sick.
he's an ill person.
Yes,
Picked up too many bugs at PAX and since, because it's a very stressful situation that, and it knackers your immune system for ages, and so he's sort of been trying to pick up with ordinary work for a couple of weeks since after having PAX. Because, I mean, yeah, it was a whole weekend PAX, but it wasn't like a holiday. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going off on a holiday for a weekend. That was work, and then you go straight to work on Monday afterwards.
Oh, it was awful. Geeky,
So,
I'm not sure
yeah,
how far I am away from the box.
quite recovered.
Yeah, it took me about a week, and then that was just recovered enough to function.
Hashtag medicate the hog.
I'm pretty sure he is heavily medicated right now.
He heading off again. I'll have to catch up with you then, won't I?
Yep, I'm just looking for another system to try. Ooh, this one looks like it could be interesting. HD 37397. It's literally one jump away. I don't know why it took a minute for it to think.
Would be good if your position in beta would carry over into your main account, then you wouldn't have to go out there again in your main account to maybe find something what you initially were looking for.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, no, because I mean the point of beta is to do things.
Yeah, of course.
Oh man. All right, Kuha, take it easy.
I'm
man.
just bugging you for your derp moment there at the beginning.
Yes. Soul Image
To
Productions.
the great unwashed. That's
29th.
mean.
April 29th.
Mark it in your calendar. Get your fighting ships out and prepare to fight for whatever you want to fight for.
Simon Mills said Shibuka at PAX. Did Frontier tell you and Josh anything coming up in the future? Can't talk about it.
Can't even tell you whether they told them anything.
Let me think.
That's what an NDA that you signed does to you.
Yeah, I think there were a couple things that we can't talk about. But yes. No, Rogue 949, April 29th is an in-game event with Salome. It is going to be an open. We are under the impression that it's not going to be a CG. It's going to be on PC and Xbox. And whatever happens during this in-game event on the 29th is going to directly affect the ending of Drew's new book, Elite Premonition. And we're assuming it has to do with Salome. And Salome is... Let me recap. I have a message here that goes through all the things that I'm allowed to say about it. Ba, ba, ba.
Are you saying you were prepared?
Nope.
Yes, actually.
Yes,
who are
I am
you?
actually. Let's see.
Believe it or not, he was.
Yep, Salome has been in contact with the Children of Raxla, and it appears that the Children of Raxla are gearing up for some kind of offensive or defensive or something to do with the event, and Salome has indicated that she is close to revealing the secret, and we're assuming that this secret is the secret of the Former Nine Rift. And I am ready.
Which, if you have read the book, Reclamation, might go pretty deep, that secret. Because there are some hints in the book.
Yes, it is going to go real deep.
I guess I can say
here.
so much without spoiling the book for anyone that
there's a black hole.
at least the Federation and the Empire seem to be pretty involved in the whole thing going on, but they do their best to cover it up, so it might be something pretty big.
Oh, Turgeon, there's a black hole over here.
Yeah, Spike just said so.
Bobby Dylan.
I
Oh,
wasn't
that
even
name
paying
is familiar.
Oh man,
I think I've seen that
like
on several objects.
Looks like it's right next to this blue-white too.
Whose side will the bros be on? Can't comment on that.
Oh, what's that we're talking about with the Salome whatnot?
I guess so. I guess
I'm
that's what he's referring to.
I'm a member of the Children of Raxla, so if that should explain to you which side I'm going to be on.
It's enough of it.
Yeah. I will not be trying to stop Salome
claim that
or do
paltry
whatever.
500,000 credit bounty.
Yes.
That you could get more by hanging around in a Hazres for 10 minutes.
Exactly. Oh man! Oh,
well,
look how close it is.
I can say so much that the Rockrats have been working with the COR in the past and are somewhat close related to, because several members were and are parts of Distant Worlds, and we're just generally having similar interests. So, from my point of view, if I'm fighting with the Rockrats, or if the Rockrats are gonna get involved, we will probably side with the Children of Raxla and therefore Salome as well.
Okay, this black hole should totally be swallowing the star.
Is it actually inside the star?
Close?
No, it's very close though. It's
Wow,
a couple light seconds away.
Yeah, its orbit is crazy. It's
like
just
5
outside
light
the corona.
seconds, if even.
It should be swallowing this thing whole.
Uh-huh. I can't wait for if they're ever gonna implement touching stars, or stars that swallow each other or take mass from another object.
Oh yes.
This is gonna look so amazing in game.
I just want accretion discs.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Sam just said it right before I did. Yes, it would be a much cooler system with accretion discs.
I don't know if we can talk about a full-out war here, because, like, at least Salome's side is certainly not a major superpower here involved. The other side maybe is, of course, because the Empire set out those bounties, so there's at least one superpower involved. But the Children of Raxla and all the supporters are probably not to be considered as superpowers, so it's not a war, it's more like the Empire fighting against what they consider a guerrilla terrorist faction.
Oh man, I love me some black holes.
But yeah, we will see if the Thargoids are gonna take advantage of that. I don't know.
Oh, this one's got an exclusion zone.
Shibuka, when can we see part 5 of your awesome saga?
Oh dear God. Oh God.
You see, look at this. It's involved in 3 guys, 1 ship.
I know.
I've still got to finish Legacy.
I've started filming Legacy, but as I've said time and time again, I'm so sorry it's being delayed. Blame Josh, because I have to wait for his part 19 before I can release part 5.
This is true. This is true.
I've started working on part 5.
Confirm that.
And yeah, it's going to be all filmed in 2.3 and everything, because I had some footage done before 2.3 hit. But once we got the new camera system with 2.3, I was not about to release that with 2.2 camera footage. So all that's been scrapped. I've had to start over. But yeah, the script's written. I'm working on it, and hopefully soon TM.
Soon TM.
God, I feel like Frontier right now.
Any self-respecting explorer is on Salome's side. I'm just gonna let that stand out there like that.
Oh man.
Maybe I don't respect myself.
This is a cool shot. I like this.
A fleet of DBs. There you go.
You've got the black hole on one side. That's cool.
What if you get really close to the black hole, but on the other side from the star, you know? Like, get really close to the black hole and make it appear
it would look black,
in front of the star. Maybe it distorts, like, the outer rim.
It doesn't, though, really.
Yeah, it doesn't.
What's that flapping on the back of your ship? You've got a flappy bit.
No, you've got a flappy bit.
No, you've got a flappy bit. I haven't got a flappy bit. Mine's staying
I think that's the DBX's main heat vent right there.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I can see.
How many solar masses is that thing? Are we talking about the
I'm sorry,
black hole or
Commander
the
Rogue,
star?
but you got yourself into the trouble by siding with the imps in the first place. Because you said, which makes the things interesting for me as an official in an imperial organization.
That
It's
one
very true.
is 2.8 solar masses.
What the black hole is?
Yeah, 2.8. Just a little one.
Oh, the burn, part 5 when Star Citizen is released.
That hurts.
That hurts.
Hurts. That's painful.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I'm gonna try to get it.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, Spike says that this is the nature of multi-crew. We're here parked next to this black hole. But at any time, we could leave our helms right now and join his crew right here in the same system. Because he's in Anaconda.
I really do love that.
Commander Rogue, to be fair, Salome, or back then Lady Kahina Loren, was the daughter of an imperial senator, so I guess you could argue in some ways to fight for her. Which many people did in the Empire.
Yeah, well, officially she's been disowned by the Empire and stripped of her rank and title.
Yes, but I mean, I'm referring back to the book right now, with the happenings in the book. That back then, many people sided with her because they thought, or she actually was the legitimate follower of the senator. But I'm not gonna say anything more because that's gonna spoil the book.
Oh man, black holes, dude.
Capturing image.
I didn't tell you to do that. What did you think I said? She thought I said delightful view. What? Okay.
She's known you so long, you see, hanging around the black hole. She thinks this is what you would say. It's getting smarter. Look out.
I think Ailing Duval is blinded by her blue hair and nothing else.
You got out blue hair.
Oh man, I love this game. I've missed this, guys. I've missed this. I remember the first time I saw a black hole and tried to get close to it. I think I got like 75 kilometers from it and I chickened out. And like my palms were sweating and my heart was racing because I had no idea that it wouldn't swallow you. Oh, it was amazing.
The first one I met was back in, I don't know, was it Gamma? I think it must have been. Might even have actually been in Beta before the. And back then, you got hot if you got too close to one of these damn things. It heated your ship up like mad.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't fun. It was the first great expedition. We went out there, past the coal sack, out that way. Yeah, black holes and excessive heat.
What is it? Sag A will do that to you. I just came from there. It will still burn you alive. Here, I can go to the Orion Dark region.
But yeah, this one doesn't actually have any gravity lensing on the star itself, which is unfortunate. It lenses everything else, but not the star.
Yeah, it won't lens anything that's in system, which is kind of silly. There was a scientific reason for that, but I can't remember what FDev said.
What again?
There's a scientific reason for the bodies in system not to be affected by the lensing effect of the black holes, but I can't remember what it is. Everyone say bye to the black hole. Bye bye.
Like if the object is behind the black hole, they're not affected.
Yeah, like objects in system. Like objects that are so close, they wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
I got you, but I can't think of a scientific reason for that,
either.
because any light that comes from a position behind the black hole will be distorted on the way to you.
Yeah, it used to be like that. Black holes used to lens bodies behind them that are in the same system. And FDev changed it for some scientific reason. I can't remember why. I
Oh,
think this was back in
if anybody
2.0.
knows in chat, please let me know because I would be interested in that because I cannot think of anything right now. Because for me, any sort of light that comes from a location exactly behind the black hole will be distorted around its gravitational field, which means
sure-
lensing.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody smarter than us in chat right now that can explain that.
I wouldn't go that far, but maybe somebody knows.
Whoa! You have a lot more faith in us than I do.
I think everybody out there is more smarter than we are, boy.
There's 100% probability that there is actually somebody way smarter than us in chat.
Spooky says hand wave him. The scientific reason that sounds hard to program. I agree, but it was like that before. I swear
Yes.
it was.
And that didn't keep them from doing anything else in the game pretty much, because most of the stuff, either gameplay or just scenic-wise, is pretty scientifically accurate. So that didn't keep them off before, if it's hard to program.
Yeah.
I mean, they freaking constructed a whole galaxy just out of mass readings, like the disparity in mass across the arms of the galaxy. They generated and calculated all the freaking star systems out of that procedurally.
Yep. It's a giant algorithm is all it is.
Yeah, they basically had a mass function for the whole galaxy. They basically had mass readings for different locations in the galaxy. And that's how they generated it in the end. They fed the what's it called? The Star Forge, the Galactic Forge
Stellar
with
Forge,
those the Stellar Forge with those mass functions, and it spewed out 400 billion star systems. Apart from the manually generated ones in the bubble, of course, and several other locations that are well known and fixed in the sky.
Okay, here you go. Beowulf Schmidt says light from directly behind the black hole will enter the black hole and not lens around it. Andy K said
Yes.
too many photons. Out of system objects consist of
That's
very much
not
fewer
tr-
photons and will bend
That's-
after traveling a distance.
That's actually not true. Yes, light that gets too close to the black hole, i.e. gets below the event horizon, will of course be swallowed. But even a object behind the black hole will send light out that will pass the black hole just far enough so it gets bent around and hits your eye, the eye of the observer, in front of the black hole. And that's the reason why this lensing effect even exists, because objects behind the black hole will suddenly appear way larger than they actually are, and even like distorted all the way around the black hole. If you have a star directly behind the black hole, what you will see is actually a ring of light around the black hole, because all those light rays coming close to the black hole but not close enough will get bent to your eyes, and you will see it as a ring.
A halo.
That's the whole point of it.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody get Scott Manley in here. Spooky.
Hello, I'm Scott Manley.
He'd just say, "Oh, what greatest said that? Well, that was all right." He'd say, "Save you the trouble."
To be fair, I learned. I mean,
think he
probably
was
not
actually
not
right.
not most of my knowledge about like astrophysicist stuff, but certainly almost 100% of my knowledge about orbits and orbital mechanics in general is from Scott Manley and his Kerbal Space Program videos, which is ridiculous, but that's the way it is. I never had that kind of stuff in school or in high school or anywhere.
Hey, Robert. What is this? This is very strange right here on the ground. Oh, it was just shadows being dumb. Thanks, FDev. Bugged shadows. I thought it was like scarring from weapon fire.
What are you talking
On the
about? There are
surface.
no bugs in 2.3. When do you
Well-
want it released?
I'm trying to find a good canyon that's facing Horsehead right now to get a good screenshot in.
Yeah, that's the only reason I can think of, Beowulf, that objects in system do not actually emit light, but just reflect it. So you can't really notice the effect that much, and also the effect will appear very small, very little, because the objects are pretty large compared to the lensing effect. Unlike if you have something very, very far away, like another star far away, then the lensing effect will basically distort the whole star at once.
Let's see.
But then again, if you get very close or even inside those distortions of the black hole, which is possible in Elite, then I would imagine a star on the other side would also distort in very weird ways. But maybe that was too unrealistic, and so they took it out again. I don't know.
Yeah,
Would be
I'm not
interesting to
sure.
know.
One of my favorite things in the game, though, are here's some canyons. Are black holes with no exclusion zones.
Yeah, I
love
heard
it.
about that.
There's one over by Sag A. It's a nebula that people in distant worlds called the Green Crystal. And it was a planetary nebula and had a black hole at the center of it with no exclusion zone. It was awesome. I've actually got a video on my channel about it. I think it was episode 14 of the Distant Worlds Expedition series. I think.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Axelab. That's why when a black hole has an accretion disk and is heated enough to create light, you see it like it's bent. That if you watch Interstellar, the movie, then that's what you see. Like there's a disk around that black hole, but it looks very weird, like it's bent up and over the black hole instead of going around it, because the disk, the light coming from the disk itself, also is lensed and bent around it. So I would imagine that all the objects, even in system, would very well be affected by a black hole.
Yeah, you would think.
I don't know why FDev decided to take that out again, if they have.
I am 99% sure that used to be in the game before 2.0. I'm gonna try not to pancake.
I didn't go exploring before 2.0. I was a late starter.
I did a little.
I think I did one tour, like a 2.2 kilolight year tour to NGC 2779 something. I don't know. It's a nebula with a row of very, very bright O-type stars, about 2 kilolight years out from the bubble.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, like in the towards the Formidine Rift, roughly in that direction.
Yep. If anyone's ever taken a trip over to the Formidine Rift, you can't miss it. It's It's right next to I think it's a Veil, like one of the Veil West or East like nebulas. It's a little bit. It's like 200 or 300 light years ahead of that, I think.
But that's what got me started, basically, because I just saw that in the sky and it intrigued me because those spots were so bright and so many, or it was just from the bubble scene, it's just one really bright spot and it intrigued me. And then I decided to go there and find out what it is. And once I got closer, it suddenly resolved into many very bright dots. And I got close and I saw that there was this nebula around it, and that the nebula contained very, I think it's like 20 or 30 of those very bright O-type stars. Of course, they were unfortunately already tagged back then, but I'm pretty sure I left a trail to that nebula, so if you're lucky, you might find a system discovered by me on your way there. Because that was quite early in the game. That was like a few months after it got released. Way back in, I think it was beginning of 2015 then.
Oh man, this game. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's see. I need to go exploring again. After Home, after Three Guys, after Legacy, after all this Salome stuff, and maybe... Oh, Thargoids are coming, though. Dang it! I'm never going to go exploring again.
Something.
Always busy in game.
Why is it that when I want to go on an exploration trip, FDev decides to just put all this content in the game?
It's ridiculous, right?
Stop putting content
Just,
in the game.
just rude to put content in the game.
Oh man, I love this game. I love it. It's so good. Oh man. See, I wanna go on another expedition, like a group expedition. I can't wait for Distant Worlds 2.
We could always do a BroCast expedition.
We could. That actually is not a bad idea.
Who would be up for that?
Yeah, let's see in chat who would be up for a BroCast expedition.
Who would be up for a Brexitition? Sorry.
Oh, you mean a Brokespedition?
A Brexpedition?
Brokespedition.
You're going to say
Brexpedition.
Brexit. You see.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that was a funny
going
for
for something
Turgeon.
there.
That was a
No,
funny
it wasn't.
for
It was
Turgeon.
terrible.
Yes,
Yeah.
to broadly bro, where no bro has brown bro for.
Exactly. And
Oh,
you have
man.
to spell wrong twice to make it authentic.
Yes, it has to be broadly and broadly.
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 Too broadly
Sorry.
go.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, get
Josh,
some
but it's
broadly.
just too funny.
Broksit says Buzzard brother. He'd watch it. Or a Brodacy. Brodacy.
A Brodacy.
Ooh, I like it.
That's
See,
a good
Brodacy would
one.
be okay if we were a bunch of girls, but it needs to be a Brodacy. Oh man. Yeah, ban him politics. Yes, Gray, you're banned. Sorry.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Get your coat.
Nah, but we'll get with Josh and we'll talk about it. I think that'd be a fun thing to do. Maybe definitely after 2.3, and we need to get 3 guys finished. We need to get our own projects finished. We need to make sure there's nothing crazy going on in the bubble. But Josh and I and Turgeon all have alt accounts, so it might be a case of just who is hitting my ship.
Who do you think?
Oh my goodness!
Box.
Thank you for that.
You haven't got enough
Thank you
room
for
to
that.
actually deploy an SRV under this ship if you'd have. You have some
Well, it's
sparks.
a good
Have some
thing I don't
sparks.
then.
Have sparks. Hooray.
Oh man,
Great
I
fun.
love this, dude. I keep glowing.
Yes, that's because it's the SRV's shields touching yours.
You know what,
It
Turgeon?
doesn't cause any. It doesn't cause any
Yes,
damage.
good
It's just
point,
pretty.
Commander Toko. So you have to have 40% hull to join.
You've got to be Commander 40.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 40p.
And we do offer shoot-up services ahead of the expedition to get you down to 40%.
Yes. And each day you play, you have to get too close to a star.
Those 40% are not gonna take you far then.
No, what we can do is we can do our mass jumps after dropping too close to a star. So we all jump too close to a star,
And we all
and then
cook
we
up
do
together.
our mass jumps. Yeah. Everyone's gonna bring like all of their utility slots. Are gonna be nothing but heat sinks. Late to the party with joke attempt. Shibuka triggers the bro exit. I didn't trigger anything. That was all Gray. I love that soundboard. It's so great. Alright, but we've only got about 20 minutes left. Where has Tim been? We've had no Dutch challenge.
I have no clue. I haven't seen him in chat, but he has been in Discord the last few days. So maybe he's just busy today. Maybe he has to go to school tomorrow and has to go to bed already. I don't know.
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Been sent to
let's-
bed without his supper.
I want to find another close system to jump to for some really cool shiznizzle before we leave. Trapezium sector. Let's try somewhere over here. This is all Horsehead. This is all Horsehead. This is all Horsehead. Stop it with the Horsehead. Maybe we can go under. there anything good under? This
Yeah,
is all Horsehead.
Cookie just posted a message in the bro bar, which is pretty much exactly what I said, that a star that's far away is small enough to, as a whole, be affected by the lensing effect. But the star that's in system is so close that the lensing effect is just too small to affect
Well,
all the photons
These
coming
are
from the star.
small. The ones out there are far away.
Hmm.
Ooh, I think I can go here.
You
VW
people
Orient.
don't follow Father Ted.
I can't go here. Can't go here. Oh, Pilots Federation, why do you do this to me? It's just not fair, I tell you. It's just not fair. Here, let's head here.
I
We'll
figure
get
I
one
figure
more
you would
view.
still be able to notice it on like the edge of the star, the rim. If you put the black hole right in front of that, you would probably be able to see some distortions there, or you should be able to. But I don't see why FDEF would take it out of the game because of that, because as long as it's displayed realistically, it shouldn't matter. Like, it's just more realistic, you know? Immersion.
Okay, let's come over here.
My immersion indeed.
Is this all still Horse? I'm so far away from Horsehead. Why is this still? Alright, here's some Orions. I'm trying to get a shot to where I can get all of these nebula in the same shot.
Well, are you going to stop and get out and ask someone?
Yes.
Find a bloke walking his dog or something. They're usually local.
Alright, let's try this. Do a southern challenge. Oh, man.
I don't know about that.
I don't think I know the southern culture enough to do a southern challenge.
The Mercury 7 expedition says hi. Hey, Commander Yannick.
Hey, what's up? Ducros is on that the Mercury 7 expedition. I'm pretty sure he's the only one I know of that's on it, besides Yannick. Nah, just drinking my Rosie Lee and going up the apples and pears. Apples and pears are stairs, right?
Uchtentide's coming there. In the Elite Godfather version, you wake up with Ted Nebula next to you in bed.
Ah!
So good.
Beta! Beta!
What? Crashed
Beta
again?
crashed.
Oh.
Oh dear. She's saying, what, having a cup of Rosie Lee and going up the apples.
Is Rosie Lee whiskey or tea?
Cup
It's
of tea, mate. Cup of tea.
Cup of tea. Everything rhymes. I get it now. Everything rhymes.
Oh, I'm stuck in some weird ghost space. No.
I think a Thargoid wouldn't be walking his fat. I think a Thargoid would be walking his.
There we go.
His ally,
Okay.
I guess. What's the term for a member of the alliance?
An allianceite.
Alliance side.
Ally. Whippet. If you're flying
An
his whippets, man.
Oh man.
You
The
flying his
Boomhauer
whippets, lad.
challenge. The Boomhauer challenge.
Explain yourself.
Oh
Don't
man,
get
you ever seen King of the Hill?
No.
You know yeah. Dang it, Bobby.
I've heard that
You
bit
never-
before from you.
That's from King of the Hill. Boomhauer is a very southern character, and we talk about
Okay.
like this. He's talking about Dale Earnhardt going down turn, and he flipped his car and he had a wreck. That's Boomhauer.
Okay. Got you.
Boomhauer challenge. You have to say everything super fast, mumble everything.
Beta.
All right. Let's try this again. I want
How
to
about
get
a
one
Swiss
more cool
German
shot.
challenge? That would actually be pretty funny, ND8P. Swiss
Welcome
German
back.
is quite a
All
thing.
systems prepared.
Like that resembles Dutch in my eyes. But it's quite different sounding still. But it's the same kind of weird, if you get my drift.
Jim Burr said allianceite sounds like a bad rash.
Dapper Dan.
Is this what I was? It didn't save my.
Yeah, Cookie, throw us a Danish challenge. Why not? Let's give it a go.
Oh Lord. Oh, thanks, Sturgeon. A Japanese challenge. I can definitely pronounce anything that's written in
Yeah, it
Japanese.
just goes down to Woganagi. Try that one.
We
You
need
can
to
make
find
anything sound like a weird type of Japanese if you pronounce it that way.
We need to find Sue Sing and ask her. She could do a Japanese challenge.
Shabuka! Hey!
Yes. Shabuka is quite Japanese. Here's a shogun. Shogun Shabuka!
I'm gonna go ahead to
There he is.
apologize to any of our Asian listeners and watchers.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that's
The
all
views-
we're capable
The
of.
views of Great Test and Turgeon do not necessarily reflect the views of the BroCast as a whole.
Oh, we are just stupid Gaijin. Ignore us.
It always reminds me of an episode of Futurama. They were on a game show or something, and Bender broke a samurai sword, and the guy that was hosting the game show was like, "That cost $5,000."
Scott McCloud, I can assure you that we will be just as critical with Star Citizen, if not even more critical about the game,
Oh,
because
yes.
we're not that
Because
much
of the
into
hype.
it.
Because of the
Exactly.
hype, it has that much to live up to, doesn't it?
We will certainly criticize
itself,
everything
it's
that's
brought in on its own head.
not as immersive as we want it to be.
Case in point, crappy HOTAS support and no VR,
Yeah, for instance.
for instance. But I'm not gonna lie. I am by no means a Star Citizen fanboy, and I
But
am
we're
by
gonna
no
buy
means.
it anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm impressed with what I've seen so far and the effort they're putting into all the background systems to put everything in place. And
Yep.
if they can pull through with it, this game will be absolutely awesome.
Oh,
if they
absolutely.
can match the content and the gameplay as well. But
it
just
works
from the
for
technology
people-
side of things, this game is gonna be absolutely mind blowing. I think if they can pull through and complete it, of course.
Someone just got
yeah.
a connection error.
Yeah, you've dropped out of wing as far as I'm concerned. You've got a white wing signal.
Oh.
A white wing,
Oh.
I say.
I think we have a Danish challenge, people.
We have a Danish
Welcome back.
challenge.
All
I
systems
am not
ready to
gonna
go.
look at the translation just now. I'm
Why
gonna
did I
copy.
just get? Whoa! I was in multi-crew for 30 seconds.
How did that work?
Are you guys ready to give it a go?
How are you in multi-crew? Now you're scaring me. We're in the middle of a nebula, in the middle of nowhere, and you managed to go into multi-crew without touching a button?
Interesting.
You were abducted.
I would say I was in multi-crew for 30 seconds. Was I
Does it
aboard a
say
Thargoid
which ship
ship?
you were on?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Go turn up on the Thargoid
This is-
ship.
this
Oh,
is
sorry, I
shitty.
thought you were someone else, mate.
This is shitty wok level offensiveness. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man. All right, so let's get the Danish challenge up there. Can you
I'll
put
post
in
it
the
in chat and in admin as well, so you guys have it there.
All right, let's do it.
Charles reminded me, we were actually in a wing for a moment. Just for a moment.
Oh. Oh.
I can
I
already
was-
tell it's something about Tim, but I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing that.
Oh,
Should I start this time because it's not Dutch?
Go for it.
Yeah, go on, why not have a try?
All right. How do you pronounce Danish? I don't know. Tim
I think the
Erwek
first-
sa nuk skal I prove at snakke dansk I stedet for nederlandsk denne hergang.
Oh God.
That was I have
How-
no clue if that was anywhere
How
close.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Go for it.
All right, I'll have a go.
Oh God.
Timmerbeek zal nu skal I proef het nakedanks I stedet for Nederlandsk densk hergang.
Oh God.
Right.
That was your Dutch
No.
pronunciation.
No.
No,
I'm
that
just
had a bit
gonna
more
say it.
Geordie in it.
I'm just gonna say it really fast and not
Yeah,
enunciate anything.
So just say it like it's Geordie speaking, man. I should just speak it in Geordie, like Domo Vox on skal I
a little
proef
drink
het
first.
nakedanks I stedet.
That was pretty good.
Because that's
Rogue
all
said
Geordie
Shabuka's
is.
American
corrupted
showing.
Danish.
Let's do this.
Geordies are like corrupted Danish, man. That's all they are.
Here we go. Timmer Vake saw new skull. I prove it at Snickedunks Estedet for Nederlandske Denne Hergang. Oh, no. No, I had the hard A there at the end. That was really American. That was really American.
Yeah, you should have made that gang.
I should have made that gang. I think as soon as I said gang, I was like, oh god, I'm from North Carolina.
Shibuka, you have to find back to your German roots.
I know, my last name is so German.
See, Tantalus 7 Aura teaches you Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
I just made that sound
Jeez.
Japanese, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Gesundheit.
Good.
Good
Bristol accent. You need to go to Elite Meet next weekend. Need a Bristol accent. No, I'm not going down there Elite Meet.
So, Cookie, did we get any grades for that?
No, don't.
Communications panel activated.
I did not say comms, Alex. Quit bugging me. Oh, jeez. That was bad. I'm scared to see. I got a negative number.
I've got a cousin down Bristol way.
I think I have to start banning people for misspelling my name.
Oh, man. We're, the Swiss German challenge. Oh, dude.
Swiss German
Oh my!
challenge.
Well, I actually want to give that a go because it's just hilarious.
Schwizzerdouche?
Schweizerdeutsch. Schweizerdeutsch. That's how you pronounce it. Will der Team heute nicht da ist, meint mir Challenge jetzt auf Schweizerdeutsch machen. I think that's pretty close to how you pronounce it. That's the best Schweizerdeutsch I can do.
They're just weird. The Swiss.
I sounded like Sean Connery and I just did that.
Schweizerdeutsch. Yeah.
Schweizerdeutsch. Schweizerdeutsch.
Right.
Will der Team heute nicht da ist, meint mir die Challenge jetzt auf Schweizerdeutsch machen. It's
Nope.
pretty funny if you hear those people talking to each other. I can hardly understand a bit because they not only pronounce it in that weird kind of way, and some of the words are actually completely different from normal German, but they also speak so ridiculously fast.
Yes,
Oh,
you
man,
forgot
I
the
can't.
R.
I can't even roll my tongue that well.
Schweizerdeutsch. Oh, we have grades. I got a 7.8 out of 10. Turgeon got a 4.6 out of 10, and Shibuka got a 4.4 out of 10. That's very accurate grades there. Thank you.
Oh wow, yeah, we were. I'm a 4.6. I'll take it. It's almost half. That's all I can say about that. And of course, this system is only stars. Here, we'll try this.
I don't think you would love to see a different bro do the live stream every week, Commander X Mikey, because I would be very bad at guiding the guys through this. It takes a certain kind of, just wanting to keep talking all the time, like Turgeon and Josh certainly have, and Shibuka. I think Shibuka just learned it over the times with his own live streams and his videos he does. But I think I wouldn't be that good at it. Yeah.
It's
Try to
funny.
get into it.
It's funny. I just lost my train of thought. It's
I'm
funny
pretty
when
sure
I lose
there
my
was
complete train of thought.
there was one occasion where I have lost. I mean, we should do some challenges where, like, outside the European area, because then I wouldn't have an advantage by being German.
It's true. We should do a Mexican challenge or something.
Russian challenge.
Polynesian
Russian challenge? Ooh. Ooh.
Hawaiian challenge.
Brazilian
try that
Portuguese challenge.
Oh, Hawaiian. Is
Hawaiian
awesome.
challenge. It's all vowels. Not a
I
chance.
can tell you that I'm gonna win this because the Hawaiian pronunciation is so German. It's not even funny.
Really?
Yes.
They don't have any consonants though. And
But
German
that doesn't
is
matter.
all
Like
consonants.
the pronunciation
Yes, it
of the
does.
vowels is very
There's
German.
only about 10 letters in the Hawaiian alphabet, and they're all consonants. Come on,
For example,
Mongolian.
Mauna Kea, that's a mountain on one of the islands. Mauna Kea, that's just how you would pronounce it if it was a German word.
Ugdentide. Just to clarify, Mexican Spanish is very different from Spanish. Spanish.
Yeah, it's like Canadian French, isn't?
Ooh, y'all just broke up like a
Or
like a
Arabic.
bag. There we go.
Welsh.
Apparently, Dr. Kai
Welsh-
can't see
Welsh
Bernard's loop.
is terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I
have
don't
a-
think
a
you
pa-
can
a
see
passing
from far away.
familiarity
That's
with it.
I didn't want to say anything against you earlier, but when you said you could see it through the galactic spiral, because I don't think I can recall seeing Bernard's loop from like
No, I was
from
talking about
even.
inside the spirograph nebula. It still showed up.
Huh. I think it's like anything inside of like 5 or maybe 8 Kylies, it shows up, but any farther than that, and it will disappear on the galaxy map and in the universe itself.
I'm
Well, I
sure.
was
mean,
just
it
talking about
is-
that. Oh,
Yeah,
here we go. Here's
it's one of
Foresight.
those things that is unfortunate but necessary. The fact that the nebulae always look the same regardless of where you are, because it would be cool if the nearer you got to it, the bigger it got. You know,
Well,
you
it
travel
does-
far
it
enough
does
enough
sort-
away, it's just a little blob because it's
Oh,
only just
yeah.
started. It would be cool, but it's unworkable. Can't be done. Sadly.
Oh man. See, I love. This is why I love Horsehead. Is because it's hand drawn, and it's gorgeous. It just looks like a bunch of trash
it is.
crumpled up, bunch of crumpled up pieces of paper.
It is cool.
You have to appreciate the 3D modeling of those nebulas. Like
Oh, absolutely.
from any angle, they look
yeah.
completely different, and the light play in those dark areas and the bright areas is
It's
absolutely
clouds.
amazing.
Really, just as a big cloud.
Yeah, it's clouds, but it's so well done. Like I wouldn't even know how you would implement such a thing, such a 3D transparent object.
All right, this is my last attempt at getting another pretty planet-side shot, because we are running out of time. We've got like 3 or 4 minutes left.
Yep.
So soon already.
I know. It's like a Martian sandstorm. Yeah, I can see it. The Zulu challenge. Do we just need to say, "Oh my"? Is that what the Zulu challenge is?
Oh dear, oh damn.
That's when you need to use it, Turgeon. But
I'm just gonna have to tab out so I can do the height.
Oh man, I love George Takei. Anyway,
Oh my.
you can see the horse head of the nebula. It's true. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. All right, we have landables. Oh, and there's a moon of a. Well, here's an ammonia world. I don't think this is an Earth-like. I think this is just a high metal content.
Well then, hurry and maybe you can touch down before the end of the broadcast.
Oh, it's so close to the planet too. Okay. Yep, inside a nebula. Yeah, we're heading that way. Oh, and it looks like it's placed well. Okay, everyone cross your fingers that the moon is on this side of the planet so we can be on the moon and it's so close to the star. We can be on the moon, get the planet and the nebula in the same shot. I'm gonna overshoot it like a noob. No, I'm not. I think it's off to the side. It should still work though. As long as it's kind of more on this side. If it's more on the other side, we're kind of SOL.
So pretty.
Let's see, is this...
You
I think
sure
this is
are
the high level
pretty.
content.
Don't say it like that. Yeah, damn,
I think it's a
cloud.
high content.
Sure are
No, it's an
pretty.
Earth-like. Oh, it's an Earth-like.
Oh wow, is it?
Yeah, it's in this nebula too. Let me see what kind of shot.
Get down into the atmosphere.
Make a
atmospheric
Chewbacca
edge.
challenge. That's not fair because Chewbacca's gonna straight up win that.
Why? Why would I win that?
Didn't you
Have
do
you
like
heard? Have you heard my Chewbacca?
I'm pretty sure I did.
It's awful.
It can't be as bad as mine.
What was it, John?
That's about as good as my
Alright, that was
Chewbacca's
pretty
gonna get. Thank you, Turgeon.
It was
Appreciate that.
Josh then, but I was pretty sure it was you who said you can do pretty good Chewbacca impressions.
No, not me.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna try and get. I don't think I can get the Earth-like world and the nebula in the same shot. Here's a cool mountain over here, though.
R2D2 challenge. Bleep, bop, boppity, beep.
Oh Lord, that was worse than my Chewbacca. All right. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Nah, I can't get them both in the. Oh yeah, I can. This will be good. This will be a good shot. I'm excited. All right, we are going to keep the broadcast going until I get this sweet screenshot. So,
Well, you didn't turn off the orbit lines, did you?
well, I'm coming in to land on the planet, so it doesn't.
Okay, yeah,
matter.
then it doesn't matter. High-pitched laughing challenge.
High-pitched laughing challenge. I'm pretty sure I would win that one.
Well, we already have 3 votes for the Klingon challenge.
Why did it stop me at 14 kilometers up? The Klingon challenge? Ugh.
Because you came in very shallow, that's just when it starts to drop you out at like 15 kilometers, and when you're very shallow, you don't get much closer.
Lame. Oh, this is a beautiful moon, too. It is not circular. Well, it's circular, but the surface features are something else, man. It's like blobs. It's not hard-edged at all. Dante, there's no orbit lines when you're on the surface, so I was just seeing if I could get both of them in the same shot before I came all the way down here and landed. All right, let's pull landing gear. Slow it down. Try not to pancake. You got this, Shibuka. You got this.
Potato, potato.
Like a pro. Like a pro. Look at this.
Smooth criminal. Dun 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 dun. I miss that guy.
Here we go.
He was proper weird as a person,
Oh,
but his
yes.
music was just so
Nope.
brilliant.
Nope. Hold on. Hold on. You get 1 second, guys. I gotta get up level with the so I can see the mountain. This is unsuitable terrain. What? What?
Planet surfaces look totally different on Xbox. Yeah, because Xbox sucks, probably.
Oh my goodness. Xbox doesn't
He went there.
suck.
He went there.
No, all I'm going for is that, yeah, Xbox probably struggles more with rendering all the terrain, because that's where PC players also get the worst frames on planet surfaces.
Alright, let me get closer to the... Oh man. This is nice. This is nice. F10. And then, you know what? Let's do the standard, completely blurred, and catching the ship shot.
So pretty. That's a nice ending to the broadcast.
Yep. So there you go, guys. Horsehead Nebula, Earth-like world on a very strange moon. Love it. Love it so much. Gray, Turgeon, it's been fun.
It's been a pleasure,
It's been
as
fun,
always, even without
It's been-
Josh. But
yeah, it's been good.
missed
A bit
him,
weird.
and we'll
A bit
look
weird
forward
without
to
Josh.
him again next week, hopefully.
Yeah,
But
it's been
he
a
was
bit
there.
odd.
He was there for some of it.
Yeah, he was here in
Give-
spirit. He was
Yes,
here in
and give-
spirit and
give
in
him-
snot.
I'm sure he still watches, or he will watch afterwards, so give him a get well soon in chat, and
Yes.
let's say goodbye.
Yes, everybody, do the salutes for him
Yes.
in chat so we can see it.
Yes. Everyone, now nobody do it. Nobody do it. Nobody do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No,
Too late, I think.
I think so too. There's a little bit of a delay, so there's going to be a couple of them. Oh man, but seriously, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming out and you know, watching. Even though you didn't have Josh's pretty face to look at, you had mine instead. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah.
Your face, anyway.
Oh, see, I got a you're welcome from Alex. But yeah, anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Stay up to date with broadcasts when we go live and everything. Subscribe to Josh's channel. Like the video. Let us know that you liked it. Go take a look at our 3 channels. We really appreciate you guys' support with that. Subscribe, watch our videos, like them, and fanboy all over us. I'm just kidding. I'm just.
Yeah, the block of
What
text
a
with 4
Luca
links in.
ending. And on that note,
Appreciate the kind words in there, guys. But anyway, I am not going to give Josh's sign off. I'm sorry, I'm not going to read all of your names because I'm just not going to do it. I love you all, though. I really do. I love you. Seriously. Thanks for coming
very
out.
nice.
Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and we will see you. Wait, I gotta alt tab out. We will see you next week. Everyone say bye. Bye bye.